Come on, man.
You did indeed hear Biden. Hey, how's everybody doing? We're gonna try and breeze this pretty quick. I am exhausted, and I have a Dagger Heart campaign tonight, so I have to like make dinner and then decompress before I get into it. But no, what I was gonna say was yeah, the speech tonight, by the way, is gonna be it's about election interference. He's already setting it up so that he can control the midterms right now. So I am crossing my fingers and hoping that Congress kind of realizes that this is not a good idea. I don't know. We'll see. It seems like they're doing a lot more pushback than they normally do, which is kind of good. I wish it was more. Hey, April, how are you doing? Turbo, how are you doing? Ham, how are you doing? Congress is spineless? 100%. I agree. There seems to be a little bit more movement than I'm kind of like surprised, but at the same time, yeah, they're all bought and sold. I'm out of the loop. Why are people against Trump's speech? So tonight he is about to announce that he's gonna probably force the SAVE Act, and he's gonna claim that the 2020 elections were stolen. ML has more of a spine than our elected representatives. Yes. Yeah. Hey, Crivens, how are you doing? Hope everyone had a good, healthy poop today. Has not happened for me yet today. I heard Keith Edwards is doing a live on speech if Joel doesn't. So I would probably do it. I just have another thing going on tonight. So, yeah. My meemaw used to say that. Hope you get a good, healthy poop today. Good health is important. I take a probiotic, by the way, like every day. Do you see that the other channels that break down the necessary conversation videos? I have seen a few pop up. Out at the road, I'll be listening in my car. Hey, Montana, hopefully everything is going well, and hopefully your vacation's going good. Yeah, I've seen them. I don't typically watch them. Here's the thing, and I kind of wanted to talk about this before. Yeah, the net angle. I have seen the net angle. It's popped up on my feed a few times. I have never really clicked on it and watched it for more than maybe a minute or two. Here's the thing. There is a consensus right now going on within the community, and right now everyone thinks, okay, Mary Lou is on the mend. She's going to come through, and she's going to be a lib soon. And I don't personally believe that's the case. I watched the beginning of this episode or the podcast. They don't do the funny stuff that Joel does. You're the best, Joel. I appreciate that. Look, when it comes to commentary stuff, I am working on a couple things that are non-necessary conversation related right now. I'm going to learn. Actually, I have been looking at the Montana plan, by the way. Here's the thing. I am working on some stuff that's outside of that is going to be more me talking. There's going to be funny stuff in it. I can't not do the goofy sort of like editing thing that I currently do. It feels like that is my I feel like that's my brand, and typically whenever I do edits, I typically do weird shit anyway. Just how my brain works. Actually, what I like most about this is that we don't talk about the necessary conversation that much. It kind of goes off topic. Yes, I use the necessary conversation as a jumping off point. I really don't. I'll be very honest with you. With the way things have been going with the show lately, I'm not really emotionally invested in it the way that other people are. Yes, Joel is the best debrief channel. Net angle, low key boring. I did not want to say that. I skipped through some of the commentary that they have, and I'm like, it's all stuff that people are kind of echoing to each other. By the way, if John the Targ is in here, I saw the comment that he made under, I think, the Necessary Conversation episode just the other day, and I'm gonna be honest with you, 100% agree. 100% agree. Mary Lou only says the things that she says currently because she has gotten approval, essentially from a cool, awesome dude like Valhalla VFT. All right, Valhalla VFT saying, "Hey, you cannot like what Trump does," is giving her the gusto to be like, you know what? Yeah, I don't like ICE. I don't think she really has an original thought in her head, and she's so brainwashed that she needs someone else that is still a conservative to tell her how to think. Did you watch the Dr. G video talking about the Mitch McConnell picture? I actually skimmed it. Here's the thing about it. Emil said, abolish ICE. I know. I heard. I heard. Do I want to give her brownie points? Sure, I'll give her brownie points. But this is the same woman who, several episodes back, literally, look, she said the most racist and insensitive things over the last couple of months. I can't just give her a pass for being like, you know what? I don't like what they're doing. Abolish ICE. Yeah, we should do that. Hannah Montana's got planned. What is Montana plan? It is basically a, oh my god. Mel said he is still my president. I know. I applaud when she denounced Trump. I'll applaud when she denounces Trump. Yes, I will too. 100%. I'll be like, cool, great. Now, show me how you voted. At the very start of the episode, she's still super racist. Still baby steps. Oh my god. I have a cute unicorn pooping rainbow sticker right here for ML. Yeah. She said it in her annoying way too. He's my president. See, that's why when she goes, I'm not MAGA, I'm like, bitch, you are MAGA. Like, don't lie to me. Don't fucking feed me shit and say it's fucking steak. You're fucking lying. It feels a bit like ML is in a new social group that will love her if she just says X. So she did, and it feels good. That's the thing, though. She's getting so much praise online that I think it is that Pavlovian response to being like, I did a good thing, so let me keep doing it. But I'm still gonna watch Newsmax. I'm still gonna do it. That part about the foreign truck drivers was hilarious. I'll be honest with you. She has something against anyone who does not speak English. And then the step down, it's like the color of their skin is like the next thing. You don't speak English and you're a different shade of, brown. You're bad. You're bad. You should get out of here is what it kind of feels like. All right. Can we jump into this? I jump into it. By the way, is it true? Is Chad gonna be gone for like 2 weeks? Is that the situation right now? Am I out of having to do necessary conversation stuff for a couple of weeks? I don't believe that ML will change the way people are cheering. Yeah, the racism is deep. I completely agree. This is why I watch with let me just say this. I watch cautiously from the shadows. That's why I have not put another video out, is I see way too many people being like, guys, it's happening. And I'm like, I'm not going to pile on in the middle of this. And I'm actually doing testing right now for filming. So I'm going to be filming some stuff, I think, this Friday and next week. I've got another channel I'm working on too that I'm going to be uploading stuff on. It's not It's not political related, so I'm not going to talk about it. One time I lived in Spain and experienced racism there. Over there, the racism is different than here. Over there, it was more ignorant racism versus where it feels more on purpose, if that makes sense. Yeah, so it's just ignorant compared to taught racism. Like, I guess I can make a direct comparison. I had a friend who used to teach English in Japan. And the thing that was interesting about this individual was she was a blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl in Japan. And, she used to come back and be like, I cannot walk anywhere without, like, students, like, tugging on my hair because they think my hair is fake. So it's that kind of, ignorance. Like, hey, this is not something you do. But they do it. There's a huge problem retaining info. Haley was much better at reminding ML about Nate's conversation, and hopefully that reinforces help. I agree. I think with Bob being home, I also think, okay. By the way, if there's a couple people I have to like apologize to real quick. Rooster, I did not mean to fucking terrify you on the Reddit group. So Rooster, if you see this, I was joking. Don't take the it's you seriously because it wasn't. Okay. And then number 2, there was someone else I needed to mention. That'll come to me. Yeah, Montana plan it states taking political spending ability away from via articles and corporations. So yeah, the thing I've been kind of like screaming about PACs and just funding in general from lobbyists needs to be removed. Jane Elliott's famous blue-eyed experiment works differently in the USA than it did in the UK. Tell me more. This is a transitionary phase for the show. I feel like Chad is on edge. Will they be able to keep their views after ML departs? It's in territory. I just think ML... Oh, by the way, I think ML might be on gummies in some of these episodes. Just the way her face looks. Allegedly on gummies. I don't know. I think here's the thing. I'm of the opinion that they're going to keep pushing this. They're going to keep doing this until the wheels kind of fall off. I think the moment she does leave, I think, they're going to retain a... You guys are spoiling it. We're not. I don't think anyone's really spoiled it. I think we're really talking about this title stuff. Once it said Chad was so annoying because he creamed his pants for 5 minutes just because she said abolish ICE. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna be annoyed. All right, let's just start it. Let's start it. I agree.
Welcome to the Necessary Conversation Midweek Edition. With me today is my...
Once moved to Mexico, she had to leave the USA. She fucking... Oh my...
Mom wearing her best...
Oh, this is only 30 fucking minutes. Thank fucking God. I haven't spoiled anything I could predict in my sleep. That's the thing, though. Like, I just read the title and I'm like, okay, she's going to say something to the effect of like, I don't like what's going on or this and that. And then I got into one of the Discord groups and I was like, oh, one of the Reddit posts that I responded to, someone in there was all like, I don't think ML is on gummies. I'm like, ma'am, please, or sir, please. Do you look at them? And she has had a demeanor change. Yeah, the spoiler's in the title. That's how I've kind of been. Well, no, we're going to try to do this in an hour. Yes, cringe. She doesn't want Mexicans here, though. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, okay, so hold on. Turbo, you said UK racism is more subtle, so her experiment just didn't hit the same. Yeah, I mean, I can see that. The racism here is just in your fucking face. In your face. All right.
American flag hat.
Hello. I'm here.
Oh, she admits to being on gummies? Okay, so I get to shut that guy up on fucking Reddit then. It's Jordan. Yeah, we're going to watch on one speed.
All right. We're going to show each other clips from the opposite sides of the aisle here. Or you sent me one clip and then some like still images of an Instagram account, which we'll be looking at, and then I have some clips to play for you as well. Where do you want to start with your stuff?
I didn't have a lot of time today. I've had a very
Chad definitely hyping the episode. Wouldn't be surprised if it was planned. I'm falling down that conspiracy as we speak.
productive.
There's too much of a fucking arc going on that it doesn't make sense.
A good day, but very tiring. So I just grabbed a couple I saw when I first saw on Instagram. So who knows?
Yeah, I gave them a brief kind of viewing. I was like, what in the fuck is this shit?
ML takes one step forward, 8 steps back. It's always that. I'm the one who stands from the sidelines being like, I can only trust people to a certain extent before I'm like, something's up. She actually retains that info. You know, she's gonna forget later. Yeah.
Shit.
I don't think they're AI though. Let's see.
Okay,
Total
well,
9
let's
steps
play this
back.
first one. This is a clip you sent to me.
Yeah, Chad can't help sticking his thumb in the pie. He's a freaking reality TV show guy / script writer. Yeah, that's my issue though. It's like there's just a weird arc to the episodes. The more I keep watching, and it seems like they turned, the like faucet on with the quote unquote change the moment Bob got sick. So I don't know. It just feels a little calculated. And I agree with both sides. You can. I don't follow the conspiracy because my mother-in-law is just like her. I've got family member who's like her as well. She does not want to be perceived as a bad person. Yep. Even if her views are shit. So she'll say the right things, but do the opposite. Here's the thing. I completely agree with that. The fact that she says she's pushing against Bob seems like a bigger win to me. Yeah, but here's the thing. I don't think Bob is the monster everyone makes him out to be. I think they're like two peas in a pod. I think it's a conspiracy, but the pieces did fall into play because Bob got sick. Yeah. Ed said the quiet part out loud already. You can't believe reality TV. It's all fake. Yeah. I hope Bob never comes back to the show. He's disgusting. He is not coming back from what I've understood. Like, I don't think they don't think he'll ever be well enough to be back on the show. Yeah, but all right, let's keep going.
I only watched like the first 3 seconds of this, so I don't even really know.
Nope, she only does it because he's weak. My mother-in-law is evil as hell to her husband now after his stroke. Those people love weakness. Yeah. I have someone in my life who is very much like ML. This individual's extraordinarily nice, agreeable, and the moment you leave a room, it's on. They say what they really think. They say how they really feel. And the only people who ever get to see it are the people who live with them, essentially.
Know what it's about? Let's take a look.
Okay.
This is a
I probably
warning
don't
message
either.
to President of the Hearts, Donald J. Trump, as well as the next generation of American people. I'm speaking to you as an Iranian lawyer in exile who has lived half of his life under the Islamic Republic regime rule. So please take my comments very seriously. It means I know what I'm talking about.
He's doing the nodding. This is the stuff that like, it's AI. I read somewhere that it's AI. Yeah. She's doing the nodding thing that is driving me nuts. I was thinking about putting this lawyer video in the AI checker. I'm 50-50 on it. I think it is this is definitely AI.
I don't want to remind you of how the Islamic regime brutally murdered 45,000 of its own people, as you already know it.
This clip, yeah.
I don't wish to remind you of
I consider this a ditty. Let's skip.
how they have chanted death to America and their anti-American ideology. I'm sure you know that too. I don't wish to ask you not to negotiate any peace deal with the regime, with the remaining elements of this regime actually. But I wish to warn you of something extremely dangerous you're going to face sooner or later. This regime and its elements are anti-American by nature, no matter how cool or peaceful they might pretend to be, to escape their dismantlement and lying their way back into power during this ceasefire or even after. They have already started chanting death to America and burn.
She thought she ate. Look, I paused it at the right fucking time. Look at her. She reminds me of a toddler when she does this. So it's a couple things. It's kind of this attention-seeking thing. Like, hey, look at me. Like, can you see? Like, he's making sense. Let me kind of get you to agree with me. Yeah. Like, CC. Yeah, exactly. Look what I found. Yeah. Definitely is dry eye. Look. If she's on gummies, like, great. It's gonna mellow her out. I think if she's like truly just like dosing all the time now, and she's doing it before she's on the episodes, I think that it is a false positive that things are getting better. I think she's just not nearly as like,
burning the American flag.
Yeah. See, the problem with the video is it's already speaking to a core group of people who want to bomb and kill Iranians, you know? I think this is where Chad gets the soy point. Oh, attitude. Oh, God. Okay. I want Chad to just let her finish here. Nate talked about this. This guy wants to return to power in Iran and needs U.S. help. Is she trying to steel man Nate's position here? I don't know. I don't know that she's on this one. She's doing the look body language. That's always done with her BS videos. Yeah. Honestly, clip it. I thought about it, but I don't want to step on your work. Hey, you could look, by the way, like, look, I have paved the way for other people to do this. So if you guys feel like you need to do something, go for it. I'm not going to stop you. It is, look, I am taking their content and I'm modifying it. Go for it. Then she tilts her head like a dog when I'm talking to. Yeah. She did say that she was on the gummies for her anxiety. It was at the end of the Sunday episode. Yep. So point is Colton trait. Yeah. It is. Again. It is a Colton trait.
Because you killed their supreme leader, their guru, their God on earth. This is just enough reason for them to come after you for revenge. Your presidential time will pass, Mr. President, and perhaps some coward American president will replace you. These evil people will have enough time to rebuild or buy their nuclear bomb and improve their missile.
Fucking stop. Okay, I'm officially on the. I'm gonna edit this. I'm probably gonna edit this down. All right. This is the shit that like when people are like, she is doing so good. I'm like, did you not watch any of this? That flag is AI. Yeah, it's all AI. It's all the whole thing. He mentioned 72 virgins, which is a tell that what he's saying is anti-Islam propaganda. Yep. I wonder if the K in Colchin, oh God, was changed the KKK like they did the other names. Jesus. Dad is doing the meme face. He totally is. This is. I used to do like the Wednesday episodes. I used to do like a really quick edit. Just this section makes me want to edit it down.
Side range. Just if your next generation sees nuclear bombs raining in New York and Washington and Israel and Saudi Arabia, don't be surprised. That's how these evil people will take their revenge. And they don't care if they get the blowback. We're talking about an ideology. And by doing so, they have reached the long-term objective. Of course, this is suicidal for them. But they believe they will go to heaven and they will meet their...
I call BS. Everybody knows since Chuck Norris died, there are no more virgins in heaven. Damn. Saudi Arabia.
72 virgins. The destruction of Americans. And
there's the 72 virgins line.
Meet their 72 virgins. The destruction of Americans and Israel. And their Arab...
that was started during the 9/11 attacks, right? That whole 72 Virgin thing. Does Chad know the videos she's going to share? He gets sent them. I would view them before. Like, I mean, that's me, but that's how my brain works. Is like, let me look at what she's going to do so I have a response. Chad swears he watches Newsmax, but he's still underprepared. Yeah.
Rivals will give them a path to their imaginary heaven.
Yeah, she thinks it's a game. Yeah, she wants to be proven right. Like, she wants her views, even though, like, she's quote-unquote changing. There are certain views that she has about the way Trump is running things, the way Trump is doing things that she needs to back up. She's against the Iran war completely, but she will send this shit over to justify the bombings that are happening. It's very this is the stuff that I just don't believe Mary Lou is changing. I think she gets a whiff of something, maybe like Nate or even like Hassan, when like Hassan said, "Hey, universal healthcare, it's a good thing." She's all of a sudden like, "Yeah, I want universal healthcare," because literally the moment they had that meeting, a couple months later, Bob gets sick, and because she's selfish and doesn't want to have to pay medical bills, she's like, "Why do I have to do this? Why can't we get free healthcare?" And then talking to Nate, being like, if you don't like what's happening with, with ICE, you can be against that and you can still be Republican. That's plain stupid. He can do it however he wants. He is successful. He's got the show going. All right. Let me just be honest with you. He can do it however he wants. For me, I would be extraordinarily curious what I'm going to be showing, because this is clearly not real. She literally admitted that she said she's okay with Bob being a creep to Haley to win an argument. Yeah. We all showed her mercy by not tarring and feathering that woman. True. That an ML will say thanks when someone agrees with her. It's not about justice or the truth. It's about camaraderie for opinions. It is. Inconsistency or incoherency is part of the GOP strategy. And the Mircy one punk asked too, always defending that woman. It's because it's someone that knows her. Like, it's gotta be. Like you cannot be that parasocial with someone like Mary Lou without knowing her, I think. Like, you feel like you have to defend her. It has to be. CNH have framed this show as being for ML changing, and that's a good show when she shows any change. That's not a conversation. That's deprogramming of ML. Right. Which I understand that's the thesis or the idea behind the show. The thing is, there are ways of deprogramming someone. Like, you can get someone who specializes in cult behavior to come on the show and actually work with her. Yeah, Mircy knows her. Yeah. I have come to the conclusion. They accused me of being the person pretending to be shiny. And I was like, what the fuck? Why would I fucking do that? Like, I'm not going to sit here and argue with you. But why would I do that? Like, I have no, like, if I'm going to say something, I'm just going to say it. Like, I have been very open and honest about how I feel. Why would I fucking hide behind a fucking YouTube account? That's weird. I think, is a D1 rage bait? You think so? I think so too. I think, look, here's the thing. There's a lot of people who are trying to do the rage bait thing in their chat, like when they do lives. That's why me just does not like being in the chat and lives. I think it always progresses when someone else is on. Yes, I agree with that. Even though I feel like she threw the goodwill she had with, oh my God, I am just literally, the name I have in my head is not correct, and I know it's not. But the oh my God. Someone can tell me the name. Peppermint, thank you. I knew it began with a P. Hey, Rooster, by the way, I'm sorry I scared the shit out of you on Reddit. I went back to go check that post because I was fucking around on there. And not Hassan. Hassan, she still likes Hassan. But Peppermint was the one that really changed her. here's the thing. The way she talked about Michelle Obama in that one episode, that was you. Yes, that was me. That was me. I'll unblock your creepy ass. You're fine, man. I was messing with you. I even had the profile. I updated my profile because I was like, I hope they know that's me. But yeah, I was in the Reddit group, and I was all like, fucking God. I saw the name. I was like, oh, it's Rooster. All right, I'm gonna fuck with him. How's the TNC Reddit? It's fine. It's a bunch of I think it's a bunch of glazers in there, to be very honest with you. She thinks Chad and Haley are dumb. She does. And her and Bob are as dumb as her and Bob. I think she thinks she's smarter than both of them. So she needs someone not in the family to believe facts. I think she needs someone who's conservative or someone who appeals to her, I guess, her vanity or hubris or ego, whatever it is. I don't know. Because ML puts on an act, she's not progressing. Yeah, I mean, look. This opening right here does not convince me of anything. I'm being very honest. I can get the subscription to New York Times for free with my school. Do I get it? I would do it just because, like, why not? Free. I don't think it's Jules either. Jules is not okay. I don't want to be mean to Jules, but I don't think Jules is competent enough to be that much of a online individual. I don't know. It doesn't feel like something that they would do. I don't want to be mean. I'm not trying to be mean to Jules. I actually feel bad for Jules because I think Jules is part of that weird Republican cycle or just Republican cycle. Like, you live in a community of Republicans and you feel like you have to be Republican. So you just adopt all of their ideology. You don't even question it. I applaud ML for talking to Bob's nurse and trying to understand her, but loses goodwill by posting anti-Iranian AI videos. My issue, though, too, with her talking to the nurse, it was just a white person privilege thing, like just walking in a room being like, so can you tell me, are you essentially illegal? And can you tell me the process of becoming not illegal? You know? Yeah. As soon as ML switches, the hook is gone and they continue as a regular parasocial family show. And I just don't think the show can continue that way. Exactly, like, what the fuck? That's my issue. Like, I literally was all like, when everyone's all like, yeah, she's doing great, she's like, wants to understand, I'm like, yeah, it was problematic the way she did it. I was just like, there's so many ways to be like, hey, look, Mary Lou, we love you. I'm glad that you want to learn and understand there's a way of doing these things without. And look, I don't think she cornered the individual, but I can feel like, you know, look, I've been in the room with a lot of white Southern women and they do this shit. When there's someone in there that does not fit their bubble, they go in and they ask like really pointed questions, and it's like, that is offensive. I applaud ML trying to learn, but yeah, her approach was bad. Yeah, it's fine. Like, look, I'm gonna give her credit for that, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah. I've gone back and forth with Jules on Facebook fan page. Oh, maybe. I mean, I don't think she'd be that mean though. I'd still watch because I'm a recovering Dudesy fan. God, man, I talked about that the George Carlin situation on stream, and I did not realize people did not know about that. It's such a crazy thing. I think I'm in the Facebook fan page too, but I don't get on Facebook. I just don't. ML definitely did not ask. No, she did not. I don't know if Haley leans into her communist tendencies. The show could go on. I mean, look. I think Haley could probably do her own show. I don't know if I don't know. I just don't know. You'd gain massive support. I think she's already extraordinarily like in the, you know, the left, like the far left. I already feel like she's there. I don't know. Is there anything? I'm like, is there anything that she's like kind of iffy on? Because I feel like she's very much like, fuck this shit. It all needs to fucking burn down. So I looked at her profile. She wasn't mean, just trying to say that Bob and Mary Lou were good people. Which, right, to the people in their community, they're probably lovely people. Sounds like an accelerationist. I mean, I'm kind of leaning into that category too, because I think there needs some massive change. Like massive change. You center left? Do you think so? I don't know. I always got the anarchist sort of like chaotic left. Not center though. Burn it down is acceleration. Yeah, I mean, true. Yes. I agree with her though. There's a part of it that is like it needs to be fixed. And how do you fix it with the situation we're currently in? Problem is with that is who has did this for this country to be reborn? Who has to do that for this country to be reborn? Well, okay, I think the thing is, look, I don't know what the right path is to really fix anything, but this oligarchy, late stage capitalism shit, not good. Not fucking good. You still support AOC that's center left? Yeah. I mean, even I'm not on the AOC bandwagon. Who has to die? You're good. I was like, I'll see if I can translate that. I don't know. That's the thing. It's the question. What are we doing? How do we fix it? Because there's an oligarchy in place, because people are robbing people left and right. Trump robbed his own fucking, literally his own fucking supporters. Lindsey Graham's sister is getting sworn in to Senate. What is going on? Yeah, is she okay? The question I have is, I didn't look this up yet. I was going to look it up the other day, but I forgot. Is she even a politician? Accelerationism never goes as planned. Which I completely understand. And maybe I'm being a little bit hyperbolic when I say it needs to all be burnt down. But the thing is, how do we fix it? I don't know. I just don't know. It's either long and hard or short and violent. Sounds like my life, man. Okay. Let's pick back up.
I believe this is now a one-way street for America. I highly recommend.
But we have to do something. Pushing Dems left does not work. Yeah, the Dems are fucking conservatives at this point. They're old school fucking conservative. They want the capitalist sort of movement to keep going. They think they can control capitalism. They can't. The problem is like we do need people who are extraordinarily to the left to really fucking balance it all out. We need the left needs their own Tea Party, which I guess we're getting with the Democratic Socialists. So
I recommend you to be wise enough and eliminate this regime to its core and replace it.
Some has to go down like the movie They Live. They achieved their goal. It costed them. See, They Live. Okay. Do I have my They Live? They Live is one of my favorite movies, by the way. I think that is a great analogy for what probably has to be done. There's got to be someone who makes a whistleblower that just unveils everything, right? What's the deal with AOC? AOC, there's nothing inherently wrong with AOC. I think the deal is, for me, she is a little too glossy, and also her running for president, she said some stuff, and I was just kind of like, what the fuck is going on? It's free but edited on YouTube. Oh shit. I don't know. There's some weird stuff going on with AOC. It does feel. I don't know. Something just feels off. Steve Bannon at one point was an accelerationist, far lefty, sort of like anti-vax RFK Jr. She's just a bit inexperienced. I'd rather she take Schumer's seat, honestly. I agree with that. There's just something that is just like slightly she's trying to come off as polished, but she's not polished, and I think that's my big issue. I think Rooster's correct, extraordinarily inexperienced. I like her. I have nothing against her. AOC's super polished, too good to believe. Maybe I fall in that category of thinking she wants to come off as polished, but when you get her in a situation, I don't think she can, like really answer to. She can kind of fall apart. Which, you know, if you asked me like a year and a half ago, I'd been like, AOC's great. I think AOC should be, you know, a leader in the Democratic Party. I still think she needs to be a leader, but I don't think she needs to be president. I don't think that would work. I don't think she would ever get elected either. That's the problem too. With AOC as VP, the problem is that Bernie Sanders is way too fucking old. You know, I don't know who on the Democratic side of things you get to run. Because the problem is like all the popular Democrats are conservatives. They're, you know, I hate to say it. Like you look at fucking what's his face out in California. Oh my god, I know his name, Gavin Newsom. You look at him, he's overly polished, but he will bend over backwards and suck every fucking right-leaning commentator's dick, just to prove that hey, I'm in the middle, guys. Yeah, Bernie had a heart attack when he last ran for president 10 years ago. I know. Is there any leftists in your area, or does Texas shut them down? No, there's actually quite a bit. We've had a few runoffs recently that were won by like actually far left. And I'm talking socialists. Opinions on Kelly from AZ to run. Mark Kelly, you're saying, right? I think Mark Kelly is. Here's the thing. I need to look and see. My opinion changes on the daily, depending on if someone has taken money from APAC or not, or just super PACs. Then I get kind of like, Bernie Sanders needs to be cloned. Like Bruce Wayne in Batman Beyond, you ruined it for me. I've never watched Batman Beyond, and I'll never watch it now. Just kidding. I'll probably watch it. Kelly. Director. Oh no, I'm kidding. I'm messing with you. Look, I've had enough time to watch Batman Beyond, okay? I've had enough time. I'm gonna play this while we look this up.
With a peaceful and modern Iran, or be prepared to take the hit. Of course,
yes, Mark Kelly has taken. It looks like he's taken a from the Israel lobby, $550,000. So $500,000. So yeah, I'd probably be like, no.
Choice is all yours.
Oh yeah, fuck this video clip.
But don't be short-sighted. The history is being written, and one day it will be too late.
Okay. What a clip. So who is this guy? Where are you getting this from?
When I saw that, he said he's an Iranian lawyer.
Yeah.
And that was his belief. And when I saw that, I thought, that's what Dad believes too.
I understand, but do you think that he's speaking?
That's what Dad believes too.
Speaking on behalf of all Iranian people?
No, we've talked about that before, but he was speaking about the guys that have been massacring him for 47 years.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I'm not saying like the Iranian government is perfect and has been great. Obviously, that's not the case.
Just like any government is not perfect or great, but I look, the video, it's all moot because the video is AI. You don't know about it? Yeah, I'm under the assumption that most Dems in Congress are funded by AIPAC. There's very few that are not, and yeah, my issues is like, who do you find that is not being funded by Israel? I don't know. You know, like for president, I don't. That's just never going to happen. It's never going to. It's just never going to happen. Yeah, there's more than 5. The video I'm writing, off the top of my head, I think it's 66% of Congress and state representatives, just in general, just across the board, are funded by Israel. The Chad needs to back off. He missed that's what dad believes, not what she believes. That's the thing that I hear. And that's the stuff that I'm like, okay, so she's just parroting what Bob's saying. And she found something that reinforces what Bob says. Sickening. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. I think it's like literally 366 of the 560 representatives or 566 representatives that are being backed by Israel. Don't quote me. Those are not the exact numbers, but yeah. Hey, what's up? What's up, Devil? How are you doing? You feel better simply saying Chad sucks whenever he drops the ball on educating ML. Chad sucks. I don't think Chad... Okay, here's the thing. I think Chad is trying to make an entertaining show. And so I think some of these things are just not... I don't think he thinks about it. You know? I think he's trying to make an entertaining show. That's why he sucks. Okay, I'll take it. Just relaxing at O'Hare Airport, waiting on my flight. Nice. Where are you going to?
But you're always positioning this idea that everybody in Iran wants America to basically blow them up. That obviously cannot be true.
It's not that entertaining conversation.
We talked about that on Nate's show, and I understand that. He's talking about the bad guys.
Chad isn't actually into politics the way he should be to actually do this with her. I agree with that. Getting my jolly red rump back to Texas post haste. Hey, you know what? Are you excited to come back? Because I need to get away from fucking Texas for at least like a week or two. He loves his reality TV BS. I agree with you, Ginger Cat. My biggest issue with the show is like, and I've said it before on the stream, is there are many things that you could be focusing on, especially if you're trying to deprogram Mary Lou, that do not involve finding clips that reinforces her behavior, or asking her to find those clips. I understand the concept behind it is, hey, let's talk about these clips and why you're wrong. That's the thing. I don't understand how anyone likes reality TV shows. Look, I'll be very honest with you. I'm not the biggest fan of them. I watched 90 Day Fiance, and I like Love on the Spectrum, but I also like the people on that show, and it's also kind of sweet. Got to find a balance between entertainment and fixing his mother's brain. Give him some credit. I can't have these type of conversations with my family. I've tried. I have roundabout had conversations like this, but more from the angle of like, can you see why this is wrong? And then I get told, either A, I agree with you, or B, I don't, or, like, let's talk about something else. So I'm just like, all right. Can't wait to get back. Chicago's nice, but I miss home. Yeah, Chicago right now has to be pretty warm, though. It needs to unwind that what Dad believes and what Nate said logic and missed the opportunity here. Yeah. When Emma says the bad guys, it just makes me want to scream. That's the problem is like when you lump just everyone into this quote unquote bad guys term, it makes everything just so, I don't know. You just can't take that. You can't take her seriously when she says shit. As a young adult or teen, sure, it's dumb, but yeah, not now. I'm almost 40. I've just taken the stance that I'm gonna live my life, do what I'm gonna fucking do, and if they have a problem with it, look, they haven't been involved with how I've lived my life for over 20 plus years now. They really have no say, and if they don't want to talk to me, that's on them. It's not on me. It's on them. It was a broiler yesterday with the humidity and whatnot. Plus, Ontario's on fire and the smog is so bad, it looks foggy. The air tastes like burnt matches. Jesus. I remember when we had the fires over in Lockhart, you got that same sensation. Yeah, like Chad needs to check under her bed for monsters. That's why Haley is great sometimes. She corrected ML about calling them illegals. Yeah. CT is pretty bad. mostly indoor for 3 days. Yeah. I can imagine it's not great. Especially with all, like, just the fact that Ontario is on fire. It cannot be great. Air quality must be shit. Okay. Let's pick up and...
Okay, so I don't understand. What's the purpose of this clip that you're showing me? Are you in support of the war in Iran?
Well, it's getting to the point we can't have...
I'll be streaming Trump's weird address tonight. No, I've got a Daggerheart game tonight, so I won't. But the contents of the speech tonight have pretty much leaked. He's apparently going to be talking about 2020 election interference. He's going to claim that the 2020 election was interfered by China, essentially. The major networks are terrified to have him live on TV because they feel like they're about to get hit with a lawsuit like Fox News. That's what I heard earlier today. Just driving 70 on the highway and getting 17 miles in like 15 minutes. It was barely 12 miles from my friend's place. The airport, and took almost an hour. Yeah, I know. Cities are kind of rough with that shit. ML flattens a nuance out of every complicated problem into the lowest common denominator in order to simplify into a fictitious good-bad binary. Yeah, it just takes the nuance out of everything, and it does not do anything for anything. It's basically the GOP playbook. You just make everything literally black and white, and there's no nuance, there's no gray. You just deal with black and white issues, and that's not how the world works. Sam Hagar was right. I can't drive 55. Now he's going to piss off China. Oh, God. Look. I'm going to say this, and this is what I believe. Trump is making an enemy out of almost everyone. Even people in his own party. I cannot foresee any of the shit that is happening right now being good. For him, for the people around him. Unless, something that we all don't know. Which I don't think there was ever any 2020 election interference. I think there was 2024 election interference. I think Elon Musk had a lot to do with it. And I think he's saying the quiet part out loud by claiming that there was interference in the 2020 election. GOP playbook, yes. To be fair, Craven, Chad doesn't properly break it down and run through 89 topics in 1 hour. That's my... I'm gonna fucking go down a warm fucking hole right now. I think he should have one topic per episode, and then just go from there. I left the GOP in 2017, literally. Yeah, I mean, look, that's the reality. They do not want people to see nuance because it humanizes people that they're telling you are bad. That's the reality, and that's the shit that needs to come up with Mary Lou. Is like, hey, like, not coming at it from an angle of being angry. Do it kind of like how Nate was doing it, and discuss it. Like we've been in this moment before. We've talked about it a few times. He even fumbled the one topic episode, like the Epstein episode, in my opinion. The Epstein file stuff needed a lot of research to go into it. Like, you needed to have the pages up. You needed to be on the government website and be like, Mary, Mom, look, we're on the website. Here is the document. If you want to come back and read it, go back and read it. But we're going to sit down and we're going to read it together. You've been Trump too, and watching Michael Cohen podcast really opened my eyes. I'm not the biggest fan of Michael Cohen lately. It was nice that he was like, yeah, I'm going to fucking come out and, talk shit about Trump. But then he kind of like walked that back just recently. My bad, Alkenstein. I am always on Chad's ass about blazing through topics. Yeah, he had info. Yeah, got his books. Look, I think a lot of the people who have worked with Trump know exactly what type of person he is, and eventually he's going to burn those bridges. He's done it his entire life, and those people are either going to A, disappear, or B, going to write a book. Another grifter? Yeah, he's always been a grifter. He's Trump's lawyer, right? Like, yeah.
Have ceasefire, then we go back to bombing, then we have another ceasefire, then we go back to bombing.
He got caught in a secret meeting with Trump lately, Michael Cohen. Epic twat grifter, yeah.
I'm afraid in the end, it's going to be what your dad said. We're just going to blow him up.
Trump already said that. Trump already said, I think it was last night, he said that he used a nuclear weapon in Iran. I mean, obviously he hasn't yet.
No.
His brain is addled. But it's where it's leaning for sure.
I know.
And there's all this talk of, if Iran gets a nuclear weapon, they're going to use it on us, so we better use ours first. There's all of that happening. But clips like this, I'm just asking you, like, why did you show me this clip? What was the point of it?
Because it scared me to think that could be the way it all ends. That everybody gets blown.
Okay, she just did a fucking 180 after nodding through that whole fucking video. What the fuck did I just watch? I'm confused. What is she trying to say? One could never be trusted. No. Man can do what Trump did to an old lady in Scotland. He's a piece of shit human. Yeah. Did she just backtrack? You ain't seen nothing yet? Oh, fuck.
Up. It's very scary to me.
Yes, that fear that you're talking about, how it's very scary to you, that's purposeful. It's to keep you locked in this loop of perpetually being afraid and enraged. Afraid and enraged. You are afraid of an enemy. Now you are enraged. We must kill them. That's how Trump operates.
Moss, thank you so much.
I don't want them killed, but I'm afraid now.
Okay. Yes. Because of that.
Trump did a lot of shit to a lot of people. That's my big fucking thing too. It's like Trump is just a piece of shit human being. Being scared into hate mongering is crazy work, but that's exactly why most MLs and Bobs exist. Yeah, exactly. They were indoctrinated back in the. It depends on I guess when they were born, but for me, I saw a lot of this stuff happening during the early 90s. I would say late 90s as well with Fox News. Fox News was cable, 24-hour cable news ruined people. Hope you do well. Thank you, by the way. I appreciate that. Hope you I hope you're doing good, by the way. The old lady in Scotland, oh my fucking god, you've been Trump to video free on YouTube. I'll have to watch it. Maybe we'll do a day if they're not doing episodes. Maybe we can do a day where we watch some of those documentaries. I really wanted Chad to get clarity out of ML here. I mean, that would be great.
That clip.
Yes, kind of, yes.
Okay. Well, I wish you weren't as afraid of that clip. But let's move on to this other thing is just it's an Instagram post.
Okay, I'm going to be very honest with you. What she's saying does not compute because she was not scared while listening to it. She was not scared. I would like for her to clarify why she brought it, and explain why she's scared, even though during the clip she's nodding along like, like, yeah, we should bomb Iran. Yeah, we should totally do that. You let her talk a lot. Actually, I agree with that too. There is a lot, and eventually they talk themselves into an incoherent corner because these people do not know what they're talking about. Exactly. This is my issue, is like, why are you scared? You weren't scared during the video. You weren't saying like, this is bad. You're like, this is fine. Like,
it's basically not a video. We're going to look at this now. Are you ready? You sent me this. Yeah,
because I had something to go with it, I do believe.
This is from an Instagram account called Caroline Levitt HQ. Heartbreaking. Right. 4 innocent Americans have been killed in the past 2 weeks by foreign truck drivers. The media has said nothing at all. And then it's a long caption here saying the tragedy is heartbreaking, blah, blah, blah. And it has pictures of these 4 people who have been supposedly killed by, in quotes, foreign truck drivers.
Okay. I think she was building something and Chad took the opportunity to lecture on fear/rage. I think that's what it is. I really needed to understand what the fuck. And she's pulling this shit from Caroline Leavitt. Fuck Caroline Leavitt. Don't like her. Fucking one of the most evil fucking people in the fucking world right now. Fuck that. We are a hive. We are Haley. That's why it's called hiving. Chad needs Haley. Haley would say things we were all saying. Yeah. Not even. Yeah. I mean, look. Wait for it. I know it's coming. She's afraid of wild animals being wiped out. She's not worried about Iranians attacking. Yeah. I know. I'm stalling.
And the media has said nothing at all. My first question to you is, do you think this is Caroline Leavitt posting this?
I do believe it is, because it has the blue check mark.
Okay. So the blue check mark on Instagram can be purchased by anyone. It's just a monthly subscription fee. You can have one if you...
Wait, I just got conned. It was like, this is from Caroline Leavitt headquarters. So even I'm looking at like, what?
You want?
Did not know that. I thought that meant it was the real deal and that was her real account.
Even I got conned.
Remove this, and I did do a little research into this by just clicking on the account. I did one extra step of research here, and this is what that account is. It even says there, up in the top, that it is a fan headquarters for Caroline Leavitt. This is not her Instagram account.
Oh, okay. Huh.
It's a fan page duped. Hey, you know what? Look, I'll take it. I just saw Caroline Leavitt and I was like, fuck that.
Okay.
How embarrassing.
Just to let you know. Now,
I was wrong. Yeah.
Yes, you were wrong. I also looked this up. I don't have it. I forget where I put it, but I remember the details of it.
Yeah, ML is searching for morsels to continue to justify the current state of affairs. I wonder if she saw the video that I made and she's all like, but look, it's true. It's true. They got me too. They totally got me. I wonder if she literally is like, I need to justify like my feelings on immigration. Chad really needs to show Joel's video for frothing at the mouth at Biden for less stuff. I'd be so happy. Craig's voice for South Park. I would be so happy. All right.
I Googled how many people are killed by American citizen truck drivers per year.
Okay.
Does that matter to you at all?
Every life matters to me.
Oh, you fuck off.
Okay. And what do you think the number is?
I don't know.
It was 5,000.
Okay.
So here you're giving me evidence from a Caroline Leavitt fan account that 4 people have been killed by, in quotes, foreign truck drivers, but American citizen truck drivers have killed 5,000 people. Does that factor into any of this?
What kind of douchebag sets up a Caroline Leavitt fan page on Instagram? I'll be very honest with you. I think that's why I was all like, why the fuck is she taking this information from Caroline Leavitt? I don't know. It's probably your best friend. It's probably her. It's probably her. It's probably her. She's probably being like, look, someone's got to run my fan page. And I only trust one person, and that is me. Okay? Look, talking about showing her that video, I don't think it would make any. Showing her my video is not going to do anything, and if anything, it's going to piss the fans off. There's already people who've made, like, not a lot, but there's been a few people made comments being like, "She's changing. You guys see it." I'm like, look, I'll believe it when she goes, I'm no longer conservative. I'm not. I will never vote for another Republican again. Like, all of this is all just a token gesture at this point for me. Oh, just wait. Oh, I know. She's easily persuaded by single incidences and opinions that reaffirm her views. It is slowly cracking in some areas, but it's happening at a glacier's pace. Yeah. She's also, 70, like 2, 3?
This to you?
Like I said, every life matters.
Yeah.
But when I saw that and I read what was down below it, it made sense to me that the mainstream media remains completely silent, choosing to ignore these preventable deaths while pushing their own agendas. Human cost of open borders, people coming across we didn't even know.
Yeah.
We need security and accountability, and we need to put lives first, all lives.
Okay. But why are you pinpointing this thing, the foreign, in quotes, foreign truck drivers?
We brought that up before. There are people that are getting driver's license that do not know English. In your state of California, they give them out.
Yeah.
They don't have to be able to read English, know English.
She's on this she had to have watched the video that I put out, because she's repeating the same bullshit that she repeated in that fucking video. I am so annoyed right now, because what she's saying is fucking dumb. This is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Once again, he doesn't correct her that signs are universal. I know. Sounds like she doesn't believe what she's saying the way she rattled off the list, in my opinion. I think she believes some of this shit. I think she's just reading shit because something dumb from MAGA Impossible. People are saying, oh God, saying they were crying because she said abolish ICE. It's all a bit much. Yeah, I read some of that and I was like, man, fuck off. Like, you can say that and it doesn't mean anything. You know what they say about coincidences, right? Sometimes they just happen. I don't believe in coincidences, especially with Mary Lou. Yeah, the important signs are all symbols. Very true. And you don't need to read a stoplight. Super easy concept.
They say, here's your truck, go drive. And they're going down wrong way highways.
Okay.
No, the person who went down the wrong way was drunk. Be correct yourself, okay?
They're killing people that way.
All right. Hard disagree, and I don't get why you're not as outraged about the 5,000 people that are being killed by American citizen truck drivers.
Every life is a big deal, Chad. So
okay. Well, speaking of, let's move on to some of my.
But Iranians' lives aren't. I'm confused by her statements here. I don't know. Plate of shrimp.
Clips. There was obviously there were two horrific ICE murders that happened in this past week. The most recent one was in Maine. I have some clips that we are going to look through that kind of I'm going to give you the identity of the person that was killed.
I always think it's absolutely wild. She doesn't believe GPS navigations is a thing in other languages. That's using common sense. Using common sense. That has side missions to complete, calling her out for slurs, Michelle Obama, and Ground News. Which, Ground News, check it off. Technically, it's done. What about Renee Good and Alex Purdy? That's my thing. That was the thing I was screaming on the last episode. Was like, why are you not pointing out that? Explain that to me. Are those justified killings still in your head? He's not bullshitting and just have a sticky note on his desk. He needs to write it on the back of his face of his Magic the Gathering cards. I mean, ML is too privileged for common sense, I guess. You can't stop at every SOP yelled in one vase sign. Simpsons movie? Wait, I need to rewatch the Simpsons movie now.
Then we're going to see a clip of Tom Homan lying to the press. Then we're going to see a clip about the body cameras that supposedly these ICE agents were not wearing. All right?
It did, Michelle.
This first clip is a little bit of a longer one. It's about 3 minutes long. But we're going to take a look at it because this lays out very clearly who this guy was that they killed and what the circumstances of the killing were. Here we go.
His name is Joan Sebastian Guerrero. He was shot and killed by ICE in Biddeford, Maine. He was 26 years old. He had a social security card. He had a work permit. He was not the person ICE intended to arrest. He was on his way to work, on his way to earn a paycheck, on his way to provide for his family. The kind of drive millions of Americans make every single morning without giving it a second thought. A cup of coffee, a few red lights, thinking about work, thinking about getting home, thinking about your little girl waiting for you at the end of the day. Instead, his daughter watched her father die. She's 3 years old. She was wearing bluey pajamas. One minute she had a father, the next she didn't. They pulled him from the car, bleeding from the head. His last words were, "I tried to stop. I tried to stop." I can't get those words out of my head because they are the words of a man trying to live, not fight, not run, not hurt anyone. Live. And then they dragged his lifeless body onto the pavement. They handcuffed him after he was dead. They handcuffed a dead man in front of his 3-year-old daughter, and they left him there for hours. There will come a day when she's old enough to ask what happened to her father, old enough to understand that the world can split open without warning, old enough to discover that the last thing he ever said was not "I love you." It was "I tried to stop." This was the second fatal ICE shooting involving the wrong person in the span of a single week. The public deserves a full independent investigation. His family deserves a full independent investigation because when the government takes a human life, the burden is not on the grieving to prove something went wrong. The burden is on those who wield that power to answer for it. The government killed a man and now they want to investigate themselves. They're getting away with murder and they're counting on us to let them. They expect us to move on, to look away, to tell ourselves he was just another brown man, that we're not supposed to care about another human being's father because he couldn't possibly be one of us. They want us to get over this, to get used to this bullshit. And if we do that, then we are lost. That's the oldest lie power has ever told. It always starts by convincing you that somebody else is the exception, somebody else is the threat, somebody else is the one you don't have to worry about until one day it isn't somebody else. It's your husband, your wife, your brother, your sister, your father, your child. Unchecked power does not stay in its fucking lane. It expands, it excuses itself, it feeds on silence, and it keeps knocking on doors until eventually it knocks on yours. His name was Joan Sebastian Guerrero. He was 26 years old. He was on his way to work. His last words were, "I tried to stop." He tried to stop. Wake the fuck up before the knock at the door belongs to your family, because by then it will already be too fucking late.
Jojo's good. Yeah, that's... look, I'll be honest with you. That is some of the toughest. It's not good. Look, I don't know if anyone who can listen to that and not get upset. It's banger, but ML reaction. Yeah, what people were saying though, she could not. She was kind of looking away, but here she goes doing that. Yeah. Your Next Moonwalker, great song. Let's see. Like I said, she hears this, but she's not gonna go on a tirade like she did with Biden. If I stop bringing that up, no, you're fine. I've driven in non-English speaking countries. I must have been in enemy state. Chad's video was great. Unfortunate circumstances, obviously, but well said. Yeah. She's white and talks nice. I like her. ML, if she was honest. That's the thing. I don't know how you can go from the last segment into this one and not feel a little like self-aware of what you've said and done, you know? Like, to me, this flies in the face of what she just sent over to Chad, you know? Also, plenty of people who can speak English fluently can't drive. So, yeah, I know. I live in Texas. I've seen it. You know, why would she head nod? That's the thing. It's not reinforcing her. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just not reinforcing her belief system. So that's why she wouldn't ever nod towards this. It kind of flies in the face of what she just literally brought. I was doing it back. Oh, okay. Everybody, relax.
All right. So, have you been following the news of this guy?
No.
You heard all of that, though, right?
No, you guys are fine.
Yes.
26 years old, on his way.
Look, I'll be honest with you. I kind of needed it after the video because I was kind of getting upset. I just don't start fight. Yeah, look, I just don't. I don't know how she's gonna. Look, I'm gonna say this. I don't know how she's gonna react to this. I'm assuming she's probably gonna say something about abolishing ICE, which is fine. I just that thing about the truckers and it is directly opposing how she probably feels right now. Oh, perfect. I'm glad it was my people.
Way to work. ICE attempts to pull him over. They shoot him while he's still driving. We've all seen, or I guess if you haven't been following, you haven't seen these videos. I didn't realize that. I should have put these clips in here. There are videos of his car after he's shot. He's incapacitated from being shot by ICE. His car is just driving in a circle. What's that?
What state was it in?
Maine.
Okay.
Here
we're gonna do that. I need to get a day where we can like I can sit down and do like a full like stream where we're not doing anything necessary conversation related, and it'd be kind of fun to do something like that. Just if they're going on a hiatus for a couple weeks, I'm gonna plan out some stuff. Yeah, his 3-year-old was in the backseat. Yeah, they were saying that wearing the bluey onesie. And I mean, the only solace I take in that situation is that like hopefully this is not a memory that is going to come back in any way. I would think being 3, you might be able to just not take in that information, but at the same time, look, who knows? Like, who knows? It's got to be just awful on the family and just everyone in general. It will come back, Jesus. Yeah, I remember stuff when I was 3, but not many people do. I don't. My first memory is like from I was about 5. Yeah, the child should want for nothing. The U.S. owes her everything. Yeah, she should be taken care of for the rest of her fucking life. Oh, you have a lot of memories from 1.5 to 2 when I immigrated as a baby. Anything big and traumatic sticks. Okay. For me, my first memory is traumatic, so that's, I think, why I remember it. I know we're not going to get her to go full-on revolt at once. It is still hard to watch her deconstruct her views in real time because it's so disjointed. Yeah. I get it.
Legally on a work visa, I believe. And
could have hit her.
They killed him. God. Also, not the guy they were.
It's not fair. I really remember last week. I didn't want to say it, but me too.
After, just like the dude that they killed in Houston in the span of a week. So ICE is now completely unchecked. These are 2 people that have been killed. When this happened to Alex Preddy and Renee Good, you didn't care. You were on ICE's side.
Well,
now, though,
no.
I wouldn't have gone at it that way. This is the stuff that pushes you in a direction of being on the defense. And when you're trying to pull someone, I would think if you're trying to pull someone out of a cult or this mindset, you don't want to put them on defense. I don't know.
Yeah, you were.
I was on ICE's side at that time because I did watch both of those clips. So that was my opinion.
I agree. That's what I'm saying. You were on ICE's side with those 2, but the guy in Houston, we talked about that on Sunday. You were against it. You kind of flipped on ICE because of that. This now is another incident just like that one. How do you feel about this one?
I'm trying to pull it up. I see it right now. I haven't seen the car. Just a minute. Did you say?
What? What are you doing? Are you watching another?
You should just show her the video. You punch the Nazis, you don't coddle them. Take accountability, ML. Yeah. By the way, wait, Keen Bean. I'm not seeing Keen Bean in the chat. Weird. Okay. Punch Nazis. Yeah, 100%. Suzanne, are you leaving? Okay. I was yelling at him to let her watch it. They need to just hold up. Don't show it, but have her reaction to it.
Another video outside of our
You
thing.
told me to watch this.
Chad sucks. My grandfather punched Nazis, and I'm happy to say I have followed in his footsteps. Fuck yeah. Trying to find a video, any justification in the video, yeah. Like she did before. Chad does not have the vocabulary for this. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know.
Clip.
I would have handled this differently.
I haven't seen it yet.
We can watch the clip
right now.
We can watch it on Sunday or something. We don't have to wait for you to watch it.
That's how I need to make my. I mean, it's terrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
The way that lady explained it was murder. Yes.
Yeah.
I pulled up the clip. You won't let me watch it, so I'll have to watch it.
Go ahead, watch it. It's it's from far away. The car is moving behind some trees. Basically, what happens in the clip is you see, you don't actually see the shooting. There are 2 doorbell cameras that caught at least the audio of the shooting in that neighborhood, but we don't have the shooting on camera as of yet. What you do have is his car in this intersection kind of doing a lazy circle, and then an ICE agent rams the car to stop it. The reason that he's doing the lazy circle is because they already shot him. This guy is dying in the driver's seat. His daughter is in the back seat of the car.
Someone said that Chad needs a producer, and I really see it in this episode. I'm the one who's been screaming about fucking him getting a producer. Abolish ice. Flipping on ice sounds so buzzworthy, like he's rubbing it in. I also like how Cavalier, his death is being treated in this topic now. That's just me. I think that is the stuff that is kind of like with both of them, like it seems like, well, I just want to watch it, and then it's just kind of talked about like, well, yeah, this is what happened. It does feel kind of like, I don't know, it feels weird, it feels wrong. Okay, the dogs are up here. Oh, Suzanne's coming up. Going to your appointment. Text me if you need me. All right, I love you. I knows that Emma always needs to see the video. You should have been prepared to show the videos. Yeah, I mean, even if it was just pause the stream, or not stream, but the episode, and pull it up.
Car witnessing all of this. And now, well, I'll show you this next clip. But basically, Tom Homan, the head of DHS, the guy who took over for Kristi Noem, is now saying that there is no footage of the shooting because these officers didn't have body cams. And he blames that on Democrats. Let's take a look at this clip.
Why were the ICE agents not wearing...
I thought this time she doesn't need to see it because she agrees for once. My interpretation. I think there's an impact that I think needs to be experienced with some of these things, and you know, I feel like Chad has been banging his head on her wall so long, he just does it reflexively now. Yeah, I think that probably is it too. Wait, did I say something? What did I say?
wearing body cameras in Houston or in Maine
oh,
during these...
did? Oh, okay. I get it now. It does sound pretty No,
God! No, God!
Man!
Whoopie Panu!
These 2 incidents.
Roll Tide.
When the Democrats shut down the Department of Homeland Security, I was up on the Hill as part of the negotiating team to reopen the government, and they wanted body cameras.
Can this guy stand fucking still I'm sorry. I'm distracted by his fucking swaying. The fuck?
There was $120 million in the budget they were holding up to buy those body cameras. Now, since the big, beautiful bill passed, now the reconciliation bill, the body cameras have been ordered. There's a deployment schedule.
It's hard to stand still when you're lying.
Oh, what a start. What a start to the day. Oh.
On the books. And
think of children.
It's train to train. So officers in each field office can train their officers on the use of the body cam.
That funding was approved in April for body cameras, $20 million, I believe. So why has that not been distributed? And will these arrests
cameras
now...
were bought. One of the first things I did in Minnesota is bring hundreds of cameras to...
He is the dumbest. I'm sorry. This is not funny at all, but this is also comedic. And this is the people he has in his administration fucking doing shit. Trump's mannerisms, he's super animated and hardly ever well, yes, but that's a reason for that. Other than when he's starting to sleep, he can barely stand up straight. I'm glad that Caitlin Collins is asking those questions. Yeah, Caitlin Collins needs to actually hammer all of them a lot more, in my opinion. Every 5-year-old kid that lies to me does the exact same sway. It's not like he's the janitor. He's making major decisions. I know, that's the thing that I'm like he's mumbling through this fucking press conference and just looks fucking guilty as shit, swaying back and forth.
In Minnesota that recently purchased, but there wasn't the cameras to outfit every ICE agent. I was waiting up for more money, and the delay in the DHS funding shutdown delayed a lot of that cameras.
But don't you see that to be extremely urgent, given right now
it is
we do not have video of these situations beyond witnesses?
As soon as they had funding, they bought them. If the Democrats,
but it's been 2 months since April.
It would have been a lot quicker.
Oh my God, he's blaming the Democrats for this shit. Look, this is the shit that should be fucking pointed out. Like, why are you blaming the Democrats when you guys are the reason the fucking government was shut down, not the Democrats? Kind of hard not to laugh at a talking thumb. All people who are law enforcement always look like thumbs to me. Surprised he doesn't have his hands behind his back fidgeting with something. Yeah. This guy has a lemon to sell you on a used car. You mean the Democrats? Yeah. Is he the one who took the bag of cash? Yes. The $50,000. He's like, it wasn't a bribe. I don't think his entire fit right. That's why he mumbles. I mean, look, I don't think his dentures fit. I don't think so either. Yeah, Homan is the guy who allegedly... No, he did take the cash. Not even allegedly. You can look at it. There's a video footage of him. He just basically pretended like nothing happened. What are you talking about? Code switching for IQ is really funny. Oh, wait. Okay, he has to speak to the base, who are also extra stupid. It's code switching, but for IQs. He spent 50 grand on pacifiers. Spent 50 grand on diapers.
So there you go. That's Tom Homan. This is also the guy who took a $50,000 bribe from undercover FBI agents. He is just standing there lying through his teeth about the fact.
I know he's also the guy that Obama gave a medal to and stuff too. So both sides here. I mean,
this is the shit that I'm like, all right, Mary Lou. I'm glad you can sit here and take jabs, but really right now, this is not constructive. Both sides what? Basically, because Obama gave Homan a fucking medal? Keep the aftermath videos? Okay.
That's the truth. So you can't just say it's one-sided.
I'm not saying it is one-sided.
I think
Joe Biden did it?
I think he's lying.
Dad has 12 seconds left on this topic, so why didn't he correct her on both sides?
Of course,
100%. But then he's also trying to blame it on the Democrats. He's saying the reason that these ICE officers didn't have body cameras is because the Democrats shut down government in April or whatever. Makes no sense whatsoever.
No. ICE is totally out of control. They need to shut it down. It's ridiculous. They're killing people now. I see it.
Hold on. This is what I'm going to go through, right? For the next 5 minutes, right? They're wearing body cameras at the scene or not. Appears they're wearing body cameras. Body cam shaped electronics. I mean, yes, they obviously have body cam footage. They know they have it. They're just wasting fucking time. They don't want to release the footage. They know how bad it is. They've admitted that it's bad. They just don't want to show it. Soy porn. I don't vote for people I don't support. Unfortunately, I feel like I don't support anyone. And you gotta get a so point mouse cursor for Chad. Wait, what? What? Surprise Pikachu? Fool me 5 times, shame on me. Hey, look, the first 3 times I was on board, but now they're killing people. Fool me 5 times, shame on me.
Now I do see it. They're killing people they shouldn't kill. It needs to be shut down.
Okay. I'm still like, look, props to her. Fantastic. She got a concept. Maybe we shouldn't be killing people. Maybe we shouldn't. Side note on the news, they said ICE agents have a daily quota of 2K arrests. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous. I want to soy point cursor. Okay, I need to know how to accomplish that. Someone in the Discord server share it to me. I will do it. Support the party, not the fascism. I just right now just wish no one was taking money from AIPAC or Israel. Who should they kill? I mean, that's the thing, though. It's like she's okay with murdering people. I know. Did you hear about the ICE murder in Florida this week? Doesn't seem to be much reporting on it. I did not. Empathy is a big stream for conservative to cross, Joel. Hey, okay. I get it. You're talking to someone who understands that. But here's the thing. She spent the first 20 minutes, or not 20 minutes, like 10 minutes of this episode talking about basically the justification for bombing Iran using an AI video. So to hear this and this change, I'm having a hard time squaring that peg, that round peg. It's really hard. And we wonder why they're killing and arresting the wrong people. Like when cops have ticket quotas, so you get that asshole that pulls you for 5 over the speed limit to fill his quota. I second. Yeah, I volunteer Stephen Miller to go out on the streets and join ICE. UP is a party of kill them all, let God sort them out. Yeah, 100%. So to me, like, I understand why people are excited. Like, she said something that they've wanted her to say. And I commend her for it. I'm like, great. You did the right thing. You said the right thing. Her actions just don't match the statement. Wait, the guy in Florida was running from them and got hit by a semi. Whoa. Okay, hold on. I'm going to see if I can not find the footage, but find information on it.
Yeah. You're saying, correct me if I'm wrong here, you're saying abolish ICE?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Okay, she didn't say abolish ICE in her own words. You filled in the blank for her. But I'm going to see if she says it.
Are you kidding me right now?
I don't like people getting murdered that shouldn't be murdered. That's ridiculous. That's terrible.
Please
terrible.
Say this. Please just on this camera right now say abolish ICE.
Abolish ICE.
Oh my God. I wish Haley was here.
My cursor's not being shown, but I'm tracing the. Yeah, I'd like if they would stop leading her so much just to get sound bites. We've discussed that so much in the last couple of weeks with the show. it does feel like you're leading a horse to water, and the horse finally drank a little bit of water. Just a little bit. And then looks extremely satisfied with it. It's his mom, chill out. I mean, it is. He wants her to leave the cult, but acts surprised when she makes steps and waste time. Yeah, it's just kind of performative right now. I wish Haley was here. Yeah. Law enforcement quotas. Look up Adrian Schoolcraft story under Giuliani. Oh, wow. To be fair about ML shifting her opinion based on what the in groups are telling her, that's the same reason she took on the MAGA Newsmax talking points. She's being consistent. Yeah. I just have to make this so weird. New egg. I mean, look, it's just laying it on thick, and I get it. It is a pivotal moment in the show, right? And I almost am viewing it as a show at this point. You know, it is an arc, and it's surprising, and it's different, it's new, you know, because who would have thought a year ago Mary Lou saying this? Look at how she talked about Renee Good and Alex Brady. I get it. It's Mary Lou's arc, all right? Sorry.
I'm getting chills. This is the biggest step forward you have ever taken in the. We've been doing the show for 4 and whatever amount of years.
That
4
video
and
got
change.
That lady was good. Yeah.
You're saying abolish ICE.
Yes.
That lady was good.
Yes, I am. I talked to Dad about it today. He said,
what?
Nah. I said, yes.
Wait, is Dad on the side of the ICE?
When Bob starts yelling from the other room that Trump is a pedo, I'll be happy. Oh, and now Bob is all about abolishing ICE. Went public with the effective police quotas, and NYPD abducted and kidnapped him. I've actually watched a video on that not too long ago. He ended up suing, right, and won a shit ton of money. They had to admit fault. The NYPD did.
ICE agent still?
Of course he is, yes.
Oh, and so how does he justify this?
I don't think he has seen that clip, but he knew about the one in Houston.
Holy crap. I can't believe this.
Yeah, ACAB for fucking
I don't even know what to say.
It started out, I talked about this last time. It started out where they were doing, I thought, good. Getting only the bad guys out of here. Yeah. Only the bad guys that shouldn't have been here, that have come and gone and done crimes, the criminals. I thought that those were the people that they were taking out of our country. But now look what they're doing.
So
this is not good for anyone. They need to stop.
Of course. But I mean, abolish ICE is like.
Okay. Killed Rudy Giuliani's NYPD broken windows policy. If that lady was bad, would her big deal life matter? Yeah. I mean, if that lady was bad, what is Trump, right? Okay, so I did find the information on the man fleeing immigration officers in Florida and struck and killed by a tractor trailer in Florida. This is crazy. Okay. A man running from an encounter with immigration and other federal agents in Florida was struck and killed by a tractor trailer on Tuesdays, authorities said. It was the third death in a week involving encounters with U.S. immigration and custom enforcement agents, following shootings in Texas and Maine. The 28-year-old was among 4 occupants of a vehicle that stopped in the parking lot of a gas station and convenience store in the St. Augustine area before 7 a.m. During an encounter with the agents from ICE and Homeland Security investigations, the 4 fled on foot, with one darting across a busy road into the path of a semi. Ooh. The driver of the semi stopped and tried to help the man, Brian said. Jesus. I saw pictures of Trump healing Jon Stewart with glowing balls of light out of his hand. Of course, he's God. That's tough. I mean, this is literally the Gestapo at this point. Like we're doing Saint Augustine. Literally.
That's a big step. That's not saying reform. That's not saying they need better training, defund them even. You're saying get rid of the entire agency.
Get rid of them.
Holy shit. What is the...
No, it's a cause and effect. ICE did not have to do any of that stuff. They didn't have to go to the person. The person was scared to get arrested because they know exactly what's going to happen. As a Floridian, I'm not even surprised to hear this happened here. Yeah. I mean, when I hear stuff happening in Texas, I'm like, I'm not shocked. I live in a town that should not have a lot of ICE enforcement, and there is ICE officers driving around the area all the time. It's reported on our local city, I think, Facebook page. I don't think I've hated anything more than ICE and Trump. I mean, it's kind of hard. I hate. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. My hate is directed at a group of people, not just Trump. My hate is directed at Congress. My hate is directed at Israel. My hate is directed at anyone who's currently working to influence the elections and this administration to do these awful things. My hate is directed at oligarchs at this point. My hate is directed at the people who keep propping up capitalism as the right thing. My hate is spread out tentacles of hate going that way. We have ICE everywhere too. Yeah. Aaron Brockovich is on a Sean Ryan show about data centers. Aaron Brockovich is fascinating because I feel like she's like one of the few people when it comes to this type of thing that might be able to move the needle. I don't know. Oxford historian Roger Griffin says that Trump isn't a fascist. He's worse, like fascism 3.0. I don't disagree. I think they're on my shit list too. ICE is at the top though. It's important to be well balanced in your hate. Good work, Joel. That's the thing is I'm bothered because I think Trump should have never been president. Ever. It doesn't make any lick of fucking sense that a moron like him is president. He must have signed some fucking deal with the fucking devil. All right. It doesn't make sense to me. And then getting elected a second time doesn't make sense to me either. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't. They voted one of their own. Yeah. I mean, the average person in the U.S. is a moron. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to say they're a moron. I think they're undereducated. My issues with undereducated people in general are people who don't want to think for themselves. People who don't question things are those are the people that bother me. GP is the party of all government is bad, but they should be able to legally murder people on a whim. I mean, I even think Germany learned from American racism. So here's the thing. I actually think the conservatives are the MAGA Republican movement. They may say they're not for government, but they fucking sure as shit love it when the government gets involved in everyone's fucking business. So that my thing is it is a contradiction to say that shit. Okay, hold on here. It does when you remember Jim Crow. Yeah, I mean, look, Jim Crow, that whole period of fucking time. I mean, even up until now, it's awful. We have systemic racism still, in every fucking facet of our fucking just life, government, everything. It's there, and we're seeing it in full effect. I hate Trump supporters. They've taken so much from this country and likely have personally taken a lot as far as relationships from everyone here. Well, my thing is, most of the people who are MAGA, who are in on the fucking con, are older, rich white people who are all part of they're buying into this oligarchy or the idea that chaos will sow more rewards for them. Is there a point in voting in a state as deep red as Florida? Yes, because the more people like you who are voting blue, it does help move the needle. That's why I tell people in Texas, they're like, well, if I vote, it's not going to matter. It's like, no, it does matter, because the more of you that vote, the more of you might actually get something done, and there might be changes. But yeah, I always tell people, vote. There shouldn't be a question of voting, because someone was in here is like, the votes don't matter, and it's like, no, they do. They do. You think the therapist would help her with her borderline racism? I think. Look, I've said it on stream before. I know they had an issue with the therapist on the last episode. They had the therapist on, but I think all of them need individual therapy. I think that would help them out all tremendously. I think Haley, would thrive in a situation like that. Mary Lou, though, I get concerned that if Mary Lou is not a sociopath, I waffle on this. If she's not, it might help her. If she is, she might learn new ways of manipulating. That's my stance. She is. Yeah, look, I waffle because I firmly want to believe that she's capable of change. I want to. I want to put that out into the universe. I want her to do good. I want her to. But she does things and says things that like even in this episode, it is very. It's hard for me. It's hard for me because it's it's great. I want to give her flowers, but it's also hard for me. It's just really hard for me. Because she said some shit in this episode that I'm like, this is fucking crazy. I'm in South Dakota and trying to shade it bluer. GOP is the party of say everything, mean nothing, maintain plausible deniability, point fingers. And yes, Antifa, I think I know you're saying I was a delegate this year, which congrats, by the way. It's something that I've been kind of thinking about doing. I'm tired, boss. Let's just press the button already. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it here. I've got an hour left before I gotta get out of here. So we're gonna finish this. They didn't matter. They wouldn't take it away from us. Yeah. Folks in South Dakota are changing their voter registration to Republican since our primaries are closed. That's how we got Noam in the first place. Votes didn't matter. Oh yeah. If they didn't matter, they wouldn't take it away from us. Yeah, exactly. She's dumb enough that there is some doubt, but they aren't mutually exclusive. You're right. We are flipping many red seats in small elections here in Texas, so it's a start. Yeah. We got known because the primaries are closed, not the registration change. Seems like it's trying to get the Doden off the board. What? Do fall here? Another South Dakota local? Harrisburg. All right.
Difference. What's the difference between these two cases and Renee Good and Alex Preddy to you?
I just think they are murdering people now. Those were I saw the clips on those. I'd like to see the clip on this last one, but they're not doing good anymore.
We don't have that clip. Like I was saying, there's two video clips. One that was taken from, I don't know how this one clip was taken, but you see it from very far away. The guy's car is kind of circling around the intersection. Then there's another clip taken from a driver who's approaching the scene.
Oh, Toby Doden can eat a fart.
As this black SUV is coming the other way. Then there are two clips, at least as of right now, from people's doorbell cameras where you can't see anything, but you just hear the gunshots. There are, I believe, 5 shots. All that said, let's take a look at this next clip. Because as you just saw right there, Tom Homan is saying they did not have body cams and it's the Democrats' fault. Now let's take a look at this clip.
They said that they didn't have body cams, which is a pretty bold move when there's so much footage of them having what looks like body
It's
cams.
awful, Satan.
Is anyone in our government gonna ask about what the fuck is here in here? Anyone? Because I sure as shit would like to see what's on that footage.
So you saw that. It looks like they are wearing body cams.
Right.
So if they're not, what are those things? I mean, those are pretty clearly body cams. So what is going on with who's lying? And clearly Tom Homan is covering it up. These ICE agents seem to be lying about the fact that there is no body cam footage, which to me...
Nope, nothing's here, folks. I mean, that's the truth of the matter. The show broke me. Even her putting on the glasses even seems performative for me and annoying. I mean, I'm in the same sort of like just mindset right now where I think there is like something that is missing right now. Like I feel I feel like Mary Lou is just being agreeable. I don't know if she really believes these things. I don't know. Like, I just don't know. And I'm having a hard time like coming to terms with that. If humanity is missing. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Like I don't know.
And look, we don't know. Maybe those aren't body cams. Who knows? But this is what it's...
She's exhausted. She said at the beginning of the episode she's tired too. My theory is this, and I've said it before on the stream. She is someone who, when she gets exhausted or tired, she becomes very much like, I just want to get through the episode. Can't swim against the current forever. No, I look, she can't. And Bob's not there to kind of like help shield her. But I'll be honest with you. Joel, how's your the audience from South Dakota, and you still say San Diego? I have not said San Diego in a while, okay? Bob couldn't swim if he tried. I mean, he could float eventually.
Seems like to me. It seems like they do have body cam footage of it. It's horrific, and there's no way they are going to put that out in the public because it's very clearly murder. Tom Homan is now standing in front of CNN reporters lying about it.
It is what a lot of people do when they lose in a debate, not exhaustion. Isaiah Martin Jubilee episode, he was tearing them up. And as time went on, they all got exhausted. Yeah, I think there is a level of just giving in. Many topics for her to retain at once. Like I said, I think the show would do like better if they set up the show where she meets with people one-on-one, not just Chad, but other people like Nate or Peppermint or even Hassan. If they can get Hassan again, get Hassan to sit down with her and just have a one-on-one conversation where these individuals talk to her on her terms, and there's no interjection between the family. It is, if you truly want Mary Lou to change, this is how you do it. You take her through the process of meeting people that challenge her perception, or I mean, that's like, for me, like, as if I was producing the show, I'd be like, you need to do this at least once a week. Like, Charlie's up here. Hold on. See if oh, there he is. So it's a big effort and frustration. Yeah, I mean, look, ML's primed to resist anything Chad and Haley say. That's a big effort and frustration. Yeah, I just think that if you literally did at least maybe even once a month, you set up an episode where she sat down and talked to someone, and Chad and Haley are not involved. Chad can be off to the side, making sure everything's set up correctly, whatever. But having those fucking people like legitimately sit down with her and like go through and challenge her belief system and all that stuff, I think that would help her. I think it would actually maybe even give her a little bit of empathy for these people. Can we get someone to propose what you say in a $20,000 list super chat question so he can ignore it? I mean, look, I think Chad's a nice individual. I think what he's doing is overall for the good of, I guess getting people to like talk with their family and shit like that. But there is like a level of like, hey, if you really want your mom to change, here's some ideas. ML can listen and dismiss simply based on vibes, facts, be damned. Yeah, 100%. ML becomes a YouTube star and Chad and Haley fall to the wayside. I don't think it would. I don't think she could handle that. Also, just y'all have good ideas that would actually work. Chad needs to just listen. Look, you okay, buddy? Okay. His stubbornness dismissing recommendations is very cultural. Yeah, I think he wants to have control of the show. And, let him, that's his thing. Some people don't like to be told, like, hey, you can do this better. And that's his prerogative. That's prerogative. I like hearing Haley's input. Haley's input's pretty good. She can be a little angry, but she's good. Chad's productions. Look, I'm not going to say that. I mean, there's some stuff that, for me personally, the stuff that I take issue with, especially with the production side of things, is more things that you can fix. See, no, Trio, Hassan, Nate, and ML. ML could not concentrate with those two men in the room. He's getting revenge for sitcom failing. Okay, I'm being mean, Eddie. No. 5 years from now, Adam Mockler and ML have a CNN show together. God, man, Adam Mockler, that guy. Oof. Maybe you have ML on to ask her questions. I mean, I would love to sit down with Mary Lou and just have an honest to God conversation. Because I would just be like, hey, I want to hear what you have to say about these things. And then when she gets to a natural conclusion, I'd be like, hey, let's talk about this. Let's break it down. I would love to do that. I just don't. She would never do it. She looks at me, and I've said this before. She looks at me as a I think a necessary evil at this point. But whatever,
Does it not seem like that to you?
Yes. It's a cover up and he's lying.
You like Adam's views. Yeah, I just hate his clickbait. I think he comes from the perspective of debate. And it's because she's a she, huh? Joel didn't expect you to pull out the angry woman trope. Damn. No. So the thing is with Adam is that he's young. And so right now he looks at everything, from my personal opinion, he looks at everything from the angle of how can I get more clicks or more views. It's not about how can I make a change, right? Or make a valid point without having an argument. And everyone loves it. Everyone loves it when he takes Scott Jennings to task. Here's the thing. Scott Jennings is a fucking moron, okay? And anyone with half a brain can fucking talk circles around Scott Jennings. The dude's a fake phony. But here's the thing. The clickbait titles are my issue. That's my issue with a lot of left-leaning talking heads. I mean, even the right-leaning ones, too. All of them. They all use clickbait because that's how you get people to view your fucking videos. But the thing is, I don't need a 10-minute video to be told, hey, Trump's doing something bad. All right. Or I don't need a 10 fucking or 20-minute video saying he's dying. I got the dude fucking from TikTok that's the last year and a half saying he's got like 5 months to live or 3 weeks to live. That's the shit I'm done with. Same shitty thumbnail too, right? Here's the gist of it. All right. This is a 1-minute summary of the world right now. Iran's on fire. Trump's losing the Iranian war. Trump is going to say something stupid tonight. His administration is going to keep being fucking pieces of shit. And Congress is going to be fucking useless. End of the story. That's it. I just gave you all the fucking news that you need to know right now. He was supposed to be on the show, supposed to show videos of Trump doing good things. That never happened. Yeah, because there's what? He fucking had the DoorDasher woman show up? Like that's the only video she could show. I mean, even the video of him fucking talking to the kids during Easter, you're like, this is crazy. Perfect news summary. That's the reality, though. It's like, what it all breaks down to is this. It's fucking, look, give me the fucking headline. At this point, we're at a point where every day Trump is filling the airwaves with bullshit. It's just bullshit after bullshit after bullshit. They want you to keep talking about him dying because he knows you're not focusing on the Epstein files or the fact that he is fucking feckless and he's in a war that he started for no fucking reason other than to support Israel and their fucking agenda. That's it. Yeah, I hate the it's a 10-minute story too, and starts with some yapping too. It makes me think the Luke's, Parkmans, or Pac-Man's, Mockler of the world have a slight tad of narcissism. But you could also say that about me. I'm having a fucking 3-hour-long stream or 2-hour-long stream, and I'm 20 minutes into a video. You know, you could say that about me, and that's fine. Like, I can take that criticism. I know. I'm preaching to the choir here. And I think that's what it is a little bit. There's a little bit of the people need the like reinforcement of like what I'm hearing is reinforcing my belief. No, we're hanging out. Yeah, that's different. They're offering news about concentration camps. Yeah. GP just throwing shit at the fan and seeing what sticks. I mean, that's my issue though right now. It is everything like that. You okay, buddy? Finley at? Oh, there she is. That's my issue with everything though right now. It just feels like I keep seeing the same thing happening over and over and over again. It's interesting to hear from people who watch this goofy ass show. Hey, I watch it, and I mainly watch it because it's fascinating to me. The date bro scene came about because the right desperately needed to teach disingenuous philosophy tactics to young Republicans to hold up their arguments. Now people need to engage on those terms, and that's bullshit. But yeah, it's monkey see, monkey do.
Yes.
Wow.
We also get to ask questions in real time, Joel. Much rather be on a live for this reason. Yeah, but Joel, you're super duper cool. Don't lie to me. The left doesn't even need to engage in that type of no, they don't. That's my problem. We're watching the Adam Mockler versus Hassan thing where Hassan basically said, I'm not going to vote for Gavin Newsom because he just does not he does not represent what I want in a, Democratic led fucking president. And, the left had a fucking meltdown because he said that. And I agree with him. Why would you want to vote for another fucking middle of the road candidate that is going to do everything he can to try and placate the fucking oligarchy, sort of like pro late stage capitalism Republican? Why are you going to vote for them? And you have Adam Mockler trying to be like, but you wouldn't vote for a Democratic president. And Hassan's like, well, I would. I don't want to vote for Gavin Newsom. I was speaking pretty hyperbolically, but let me explain it. And then he just wanted to try to win on debate points. And it was just like, dude, you need to fucking stop. Because you're not listening to what he's saying. You're just talking at All right.
I can't believe this. This is like
I'm
the
ranting.
greatest day on this podcast. I can't believe you've said abolish ICE.
Yes.
I literally don't even know what to do with myself right now. This is so wild. Well, let me I have one more clip that is unrelated to this, but I mean, we're on a roll here. Let's see if we can get you against some other shit today. Wow. All right, I have one more clip. Are you ready for this clip, Mom?
Last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is today. They're having a hearing for this guy named Jay Clayton, who is Trump's pick to be the director of national intelligence. And he's asked a very simple question by John Ossoff, and you'll see how he answers it.
Here we watch this.
Who won the 2020 election?
I'm not going to do this with you.
This whole fucking exchange is fucking also political theater. Yes, this guy is a fucking moron. Should not be voted in. He's going to get voted in. Oh, this is good. Yeah, he's going to get voted in. This is my problem. He's going to get voted in no matter what. It's great. All right. I'm happy that, Ossoff actually fucking went after this guy, but he's still going to get voted in. He's still going to be fucking in this administration. It's fucking awful. You won't care about this? I know she won't.
This is a job interview. We've established that you have an obligation to be honest and forthright with the committee. Yes, you do have an obligation to be honest and forthright with the committee?
Yes.
Who won the 2020 election?
Like I said, I'm not going to get into that with you.
But you do have an obligation to be honest and forthright with the committee.
Is anything that I just said not honest or forthright?
Yes, you're not being honest or forthright.
That's the fucking whole thing behind this. It is this dude just not answering the question, and exactly what they're planning on fucking doing. This is the shit that is like just so fucking obvious.
Who won the 2020 election?
I think I've answered the question. We can keep doing this.
Well, we're going to keep doing it because you're not being honest and forthright.
No, I'm not going to engage in the theater.
It's a simple question, Mr. Clayton.
And I've answered.
Who won the 2020 presidential election?
It's fantastic if a 2020 election denial was a big deal, but it doesn't even rate. No, that's the problem. Is that my issue with them when it comes to discussing the 2020 election is that the Republicans are so dumb that they're just like, we're not going to say anything. We're not going to answer the fucking question. And the reality is this. If the Democrats were truly stealing elections, then how the fuck did Trump win in 2024? That is the only thing you need to point out to anyone to prove the whole fucking thing wrong. Why wouldn't we just cheat the shit out of this fucking 2024 election? Why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we do it? If it was stolen, why wouldn't we do it? That's the shit that I'm like, it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't fucking make sense. It does not track. It doesn't work. Doesn't fucking work. And else in the world should have just kept asking him until he answered. Yeah. I would believe the 2024 election was stolen before 2020's. That's the thing. That's the thing. I actually think Elon Musk had a lot to do with what happened in 2024. They could steal it when Trump was president the first time, but not when he wasn't. Yeah, I know. That's the thing. He was also fucking president during that election. So why didn't he steal it? Like, I mean, that's the thing. I'm sitting there going like, if anyone was going to steal that election, it would have been him, right? Right? I mean, hey, Alkinson, I've actually said that on stream. Wanting to be a politician should be a disqualifying factor. No one who wants to be quote unquote president should be president. If you, they should give you some sort of secret test that basically is all like, what's your ambitions? One day to be president? Immediately, no. Agree about Elon Joel? Yeah. Trump tried to overturn the 2020. He did. Didn't work. Did not work. But why is the 2020 election controversial for MAGA? Because Trump kept fucking throwing out like the idea that essentially because they think Georgia was like a bunch of votes went missing in Georgia or something like that. The 2020 election was thrown in favor of the Democrats. They then claimed that there was like widespread election fraud. Now here's the fucking problem with it is that Fox News got sued to shit by the company who was basically God, what was the name of the company that ran the voting booth? They got sued to fucking shit and had to retract everything they said. This is why tonight, like a lot of the like ABC, NBC, CBS, all the major news or major television stations do not want to air Trump's speech tonight because apparently the speech is going to be about the 2020 election and there being outside interference, especially in particular with China. Dominion is such a sus name. Sounds evil as fuck. It totally does. Don't get me wrong, but it still is what it is. I think Trump's theory, along with all his followers, is to keep repeating the same lies over and over again, and eventually the people will just repeat it mindlessly. Repetition is key. Yeah. Debate bro Sven, more about grooming young conservatives without college interference. A la PragerU, Ben Shapiro, Charlie Kirk, integral part of the strategy to rebuild the GOP after Bush. Yeah. Loyalty test. If you'll lie about the simplest thing, you're theirs on anything they want. 100%. 100%. Yeah, and Trump will make things worse tonight. Honestly, I think Dominion might sue the shit out of everyone. Trump will have a hissy fit if his bootlickers admit that Trump lost. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, but here's the thing. Why? The question I have to ask, I think, to the people who support him is, why is it, do you think, that he's going after results that he technically didn't concede, but results that technically have been litigated, like to hell and back? Why does he keep bringing it up? And why do you believe that? Just like, that perfect fucking phone call. When you hear it, you're like, ugh. Not about the issues, it's about winning the fight. The lie's great. Yeah, I mean, and that's what it is. What it boils down to is like, can I win? I mean, it's just like what happened with CBS. You know, that lawsuit. They could have easily won that lawsuit. Hell, multiple people could be sued again for the same exact thing that Trump accused Kamala and CBS of doing. Because they fucking edit all of Trump's fucking interviews lately. Brother-in-law who is in the Guards keep telling us they're doing training to respond to an attack from China this fall. Ugh. We have deployed in the Middle East right now. He can't tell us much other than it isn't good. Jesus. Okay, you have a deployed friend. Oh, okay. Military trains against all kinds of crazy scenarios. Consumers will eat a lump of hot shit. Thank him for the fresh brownies. It's a cold dude. Oh, yeah. I know. Trust me. I have family members who have red hats in their closet. Like Mary Lou does. He's just wearing it.
I've answered it.
You're here asking for the support of senators to lead America's intelligence community.
Here's the other thing, too. Mary Lou believes that Trump won that election. She believes it. She thought that Biden stole the election from Trump. So her shaking her head at this is insane.
Established that you have an obligation to be honest and forthright with this committee and with the American public, but you refuse to answer a simple matter of fact about the 2020 election. Is that right?
No, that's not right.
Then answer the question. Who won the 2020 election?
I have answered the question.
Answer it.
Yeah, remember when Trump pretended the teleprompters were a sign of weakness, but now complains the problems with the teleprompters are sabotaged? Yeah, I know. He's a special one. I also think he's not there mentally. So I think all of this shit that is happening right now is Mad King shit. He's just doing shit because that's what his fucking dementia-addled brain is fucking saying. It's like, fuck, I'm going to say whatever the fuck I'm going to say, and no one's correcting him.
What is your answer?
I've given you my answer.
What is your answer? You refuse to answer a basic question about who won a presidential election, but you asked to lead America's intelligence community?
He actually showed the paper he was reading from yesterday, and the font was huge. It looked like it was written in Sharpie. I'm probably from Trump. No doubt Trump is fucked in the head. Yeah.
Isn't it humiliating to be unable to answer this question, to have to indulge the president's delusions? We know, you know, everybody in this room knows the truthful answer to that question. Why can you not give it?
I think I gave you the answer.
Okay. So there is Trump's pick to be the director of national intelligence. Cannot answer the question who won the 2020 election, or refuses to, I should say. Obviously he can.
Hopefully I got someone to put in a rodent's ear about Doden's deleted podcast. Got to be a reason he deleted it when he began his campaign. Is there any way we can try to recover it? You know, I was expecting Trump to pull out a giant Crayola marker whenever he has to sign anything. I mean, he pulls out a giant Sharpie.
But the reason he's doing that is because Trump has claimed he won it and that there was election fraud, et cetera, et cetera.
Right. Mary Lou knows this because Mary Lou has parroted this talking point.
And so this guy, trying to get the job from Trump, is towing that party line. But it's a lie.
Wayback Machine? Wayback Machine is kind of tough lately. I've tried to recover a couple of things. It's been hit or miss. But it's the internet. Nothing gets deleted. You'd be surprised. There's shit that's missing right now. I was at a bar last night, and I mentioned that the Mad King George sent the redcoats to commit the Boston Massacre, and MAGA wouldn't support it. I would support it because of the color of the coat. Yeah. I mean, it's true. Red, they love it. I just, I have always compared Trump to that the story of, the Emperor's New Clothes. He is walking around nude, and no one's telling him that he's a fucking idiot. A lot of people can see it, but no one wants to fucking confront him.
Just the way he said it, too. He was being an ass. Yes. He could just say, I refrain from answering that at this time, move on. I mean, he could have said it in a nicer way that he didn't want to answer it and move on. No, he's being an ass.
But they all do this. This is like Brett Kavanaugh does it. It's this kind of like fake outrage when they're asked a very simple question or that they don't want to answer. They turn it around and kind of like, well, fuck you. I'm not going to answer this. Or they even...
He could have said it nicer. I mean... Or not been full of shit. I mean, that's the thing. Like when I hear her say certain things, my brain goes to, what do you mean by that? Like, Emperor and stupid villagers both have new clothes. Yeah, exactly. But here's the thing. When she says stuff like this, where I'm sitting here going like, okay, he could have said it nicer. You're not taking issue with the fact that he is just not answering the question about Trump's election results for 2020. Like he will not admit that Joe Biden won. That's the thing that you should be worried about. Is why won't he admit that? That is the question. Not he should have said it nicer. Thing he doesn't want to answer. It wasn't an option. That's why he was cornered. Exactly. I mean, that's the thing, though. All right, let's
victimize themselves in it. Remember Brett Kavanaugh when he was...
That's the thing. Like, don't bring up another example. Point out, like, hey, look, the problem is not that he could have said that nicer. The problem is why, he's supposed to answer yes or no. And he refused to answer. Who cares if he said fucking how he said it? He should have just answered the fucking question. Yes or no. Or answer it how you believe. If you believe that Trump won, then say that. Yeah, exactly. The truth is that conservatives in 1776 opposed the colonies leaving the British Empire. Of course they did. They're all fucking bootlickers.
Doing the confirmation hearings. They are. And they were like, how many beers did you have? And he's like, I like beer.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yes.
This is that same kind of attitude, and this is how all Republicans, when they're coming before the Senate for any kind of confirmation hearing for any position in the cabinet or national intelligence, whatever, they all adopt this exact same thing. Pam Bondi did this before she was fired. Kristi Noem did this before she was fired.
I wouldn't say it's just one-sided. I'd say it's both.
This is where you go down the rabbit hole. Focus on the one issue. Do not take it outside of the one issue, because she then goes into it's both sides. It's both sides. God, you don't understand. It's both sides. Oh my God.
Both sides. Sometimes it's just politics, politicians, but that was pretty sorry.
So you're against this guy too?
That was pretty lame, the way he answered all that.
She's not answering it, just like he's not answering the question.
Do you want this guy to be the director of national intelligence?
No.
Okay,
no.
cool.
What is going on here? Let me just ask another question. I mean, maybe we're going to get third time's a charm here.
Trump is still my president.
Not from Facebook. She just fucking said it.
Another question. I mean, maybe we're going to get third time's a charm here.
Trump is still my president.
God damn it. God damn it. That's where I was going to go. That was my next question. Will you denounce Trump? Not yet.
I knew you were going to ask it. I know my...
You sure about that? You sure about that? That's why? You sure it wasn't because after the thing that happened? You sure about that? You sure about that? That's why? You sure it wasn't because after the thing that happened to me, no one could look at me without dying laughing?
Needs to watch him. I don't know.
Son, I know what you think, how you think. He's
getting
still my
close,
president.
though. I mean, I can't believe you've said abolish ICE. So accepting that information and hearing yourself even say it, how does that make you feel?
Pretty good. Good.
Okay. Now think how much better you're going to feel when you say, I denounce Donald Trump.
He's still my president.
Wow. Well, I mean, I don't know where we can go from here. This was the best midweek episode we've ever had. Maybe the best episode of this podcast entirely, in terms of getting you to kind of see the light here.
And we missed Haley. She's just gallivanting and so famous. She doesn't want to come back down to earth with me and chat anymore, apparently.
What?
Well, she's getting so famous. Her bakery, The Hive, is selling out of merch.
She's got her fucking business. Come on. Why is she harping on this? She should be happy. She's out of her mind. I can't stand the way she speaks about me either. I'm mad. She's so jealous. Yes, I think that's what it is. It's just jealousy at this point. Chad Loki made the right decision to not press on the president part. It's too late. Yeah. This is what I'm talking about. She's not changing. That's look. I look. I read so many fucking comments about people being like, "Oh my god, I can't believe." I literally did not watch this episode at all. I went straight to the comments, and I was just like, the way she said, "I talked with Dad about this," really shows that she starts to not be scared to disagree with her husband, and even gets annoyed by his opinion on this. Good for you, ML. Good for you. I'm literally tearing up. Mary Lou, I'm so proud when saying I apologize. Look, I'm fine. Look, it's fine if you're getting emotional. I get it. If you're emotionally invested this much in the show, I get it. Any fucking thing that is like legitimately a move in the right direction, I think for some people's like, at least it's happening. At least she's saying the right things. And for me, I have been around people like her my entire life. They give in. They do little things. They give you these little fucking moments to be like, you know what? You're right. And then they fucking squander it in some way. You know? They squander it. It's too late in the show for Chad to press. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I mean, look, I think I don't know. Nobody's home. You may as well ask a Magic 8 Ball how it feels about anything. I mean, yeah. Chad should have said that Trump likes what ICE is doing and is the one who nominated Clayton for the position. Does she not see that he's the problem? Well, here's the thing. You can make a lot of connections. And I think with Mary, you have to keep it very, very simple. Because here's the thing. She's been indoctrinated into being part of MAGA. She may say she's not MAGA. She is part of MAGA. She looks at everything and then goes, you know what? Both sides do it. It's politics. That's how she gets out of this shit. If Chad stuck to one topic, though, he would have, but I don't want to keep saying Chad's like, Chad, I think Chad is running a very successful YouTube channel right now. And I think this stuff right here is fucking, this is blood in the water for all of the fans. All right. Everyone's eating it up being like, he is fucking said abolish ICE, even though 10 minutes into the episode, she had a whole thing about, did you see all the immigrants who have killed people with their trucks? And it's all like, what the fuck? Yeah, cold experts say you can't press hard. And that's the thing. That's the thing. I've been saying this for a while. You cannot push someone to believe. You have to be there and you have to be understanding and you have to walk them through it. That's why I'm saying get a cult expert onto the show to help them out. Slow, small incremental progress with plenty of time for them to think is what works. Yeah. I don't think Trump had come out with his statement by the time they recorded the podcast. Yeah, I mean, he still said Trump did. That's my issue too. He still says it. CAD production sucks. But that's the thing. If you're gonna do this the right way, you would have a weekly episode where you are either introducing them to people who are going to be, not necessarily, confrontational, but you'd be introducing them to people who challenges their beliefs, but does it respectfully. Like a Mehdi Hassan would be great. I know Mehdi Hassan with people can be very abrasive, but I've seen him talk to people like a human being. Peppermint again would be great. Have Peppermint talk to her about the Michelle Obama and her calling Michelle Obama Mike and why it's wrong. Show her the clips that prove that that's not true. Bring Hassan on to talk about like, hey, here's what communism and what socialism are, and explain it to her so she understands it. Yeah, yes, Mehdi, yeah. Mark Wayne put a pause on traffic stops, but Trump said, nope, keep going. Yeah, of course. Betty would be perfect. I always thought that. Yeah. Even get Hunter Biden on, but don't have Chad or Haley in the room. Just have them sit one-on-one and have Hunter Biden. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of Hunter Biden, especially this arc he's going on, I still think it would be a good sit down. Mehdi is good at speaking to his audience where they are. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I've seen Mehdi go off, and I've seen Mehdi be polite, kind, and understanding. My only issue, I think, with Mehdi would be he might talk a little too fast, but that's it. Why using Big Mike as a negative is stupid and wrong to begin with. Exactly. There are things that you can work on with her, and you do it piece by piece. You introduce her to people who bring her out of this circle that she's in. She still lives with Bob. Bob is still an angry person. Mehdi matches energy. That's why he's so good. Exactly. Bring people on. Like, literally bring on someone who is truly Iranian and not some AI video or just some random person she found on fucking TikTok or Instagram who has never been in Iran, is just Iranian, says they're Iranian, That one video where he was all like, "What's happening there's good." Oh, totally aggravates me to no fucking end. Progress isn't going to be linear. ML's mind is a tangled mess of spaghetti. Going to take a while to undo. Exactly. Sucks that Parker's episode was a waste only because of the way he talked. Yeah, the problem with Parker is that he's young. He's young, and they're never going to take anyone that young seriously. Because Isaiah Martin would be great too. I think he would be great as well. I just don't think Parker was the right fit. I think also the intention of bringing Parker on was to rile up Mary Lou and Bob. Professor Dave, yeah. It's a lot of that stuff where it's like, hey, maybe I'm on Lewis, but I think Parker did a great job. I think he did a great job in arguing points. I also think that they were like, okay, I edited that whole entire hour and a half long video down to like 2 parts. And going through it, like there's some really interesting things that happen in it. And I think Parker was respectful. I think Bob just cannot handle having a kid talk at him, and especially talking as fast as Parker did. They also didn't let Parker talk either. Yeah, Parker tried to squeeze in a lot of stuff very quickly. He did not. Not for his audience, though, which was No and Bob. Yeah. About Out of Service was a fun stream today. Maybe y'all will see me on Sunday. Hopefully. Yeah. Send it in on like, I would say send it in like early Sunday morning if you can. I disagree. Matching energy is just meeting them where they are. Parker didn't match energy. Peppermint did. Only one was successful. I would say Hassan did too. Nate did. I think that is where you have to kind of like, you need to find the people who are going to be like, let's have a conversation. Let me talk to you about why what you're saying is invalid or incorrect. Don't use like sharp or harsh words like, ignorant or, awful. You have to use these kind words being like, I think, there's misunderstanding here. Let me explain. John Ossoff. Ossoff would be interesting. And she does like attractive men. He is a little bit more compliant. Yeah, Parker is knowledgeable, but MAGA don't care about that. And I think that's the big issue. Monty Mater would be good. I just don't know if. Here's my thing. I was talking to Suzanne about this the other day. Mary Lou's misogynistic. Just be very honest and open. I don't know if she would listen to Monty Mater, and not be judgmental. I don't know. They didn't let the Virginia politician talk because VA is super liberal. And I also think that was also another moment of misogyny. I think that was what that was. I think Bob was feeding into that, and yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. Unfortunately, I feel like it's like, yeah, fuck. Matching energy is too reactive. Isaiah Martin controls the heat by refusing to match energy. See, and I think the thing is, though, Mary Lou, when it comes to interacting with people, especially people she doesn't know, she's very passive. Even if stuff she's not wanting to like listen to, like the guy who's like leaving MAGA guy. She's very passive. She's never aggressive in any of her stances. She may say something that sounds aggressive, but it's just the old white Southern woman, asking pointed questions that sound cringe,
Merch and just selling every bakery item. She can't even keep the ovens going.
I forgot she was going
on. She's not here recording with us. She's busy.
Yes, famous people wanting all kinds of merch from her all over the world and country now.
Okay. Well,
you know what? I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it for Mary Lou right now. I'm happy for Haley, and I'm glad Haley is successful right now. I may not agree with how Haley communicated and seemed kind of giddy about like all of the negative attention, but by all means, like if this is giving her joy, great. I'm happy. Female has some serious internalized misogyny for sure. Patriarchy says bash women, so she does. I think it's part of why she's so hard on Haley, but not Chad. Yeah. Let them fall apart and get emotional. Never follow them down the road. They will weaponize it against you. 100%.
This is kind of a shorter midweek episode, I guess, but damn, what a great one. Mom, thank you so much for doing this. I love you. I am shocked by what you have said here today, but also very proud, very thankful. And I'm curious to see what Wednesday brings, because I'm sure we're going to be talking about this a little bit more, or Sunday, sorry.
Sunday.
I'm sure we're going to be talking about...
I think. Today is Wednesday, I think.
The bars in hell. Here's the deal. I thought, for some reason, I got the impression that he was going to be gone. Maybe it's like in a couple weeks he's going to be gone? I don't know. Oh, holy shit.
We have a lot coming up on Sunday, I'm sure.
I don't know if you heard that. That was outside. Oh, God. Almost pissed myself. Okay. Monty's a performer, so she knows how to work with the audience. Yeah, you know what? I'd like to see it, and hopefully it would go well. I just get concerned about it. That's all.
Sure, we'll be talking about ICE on Sunday, but Trump is due to.
That was lightning. We've been having extremely hardcore rainstorms. I think he's just not gonna be doing lives. Okay, cool. Loud, huh? Yeah, we have these really bad rainstorms lately, and that was a big old bolt of lightning.
To give a big speech tomorrow night where he's going to try and convince the world that all of the elections here are fraudulent.
If you want to know, I'm actually upstairs. We've got like an upstairs kind of like loft area where I do kind of like all of my recording and stuff. And yeah, so I'm nowhere near the door. Nowhere near the door. Oh shit, that was thunder? Yeah, it was thunder. I heard that. Same thing happened to me last night. Big Limb fell on my Airstream. When I was in it, definitely scared the shit out of me. I'm in Central Texas. It's been rough like the last couple of days. Yesterday, I think we had a flood warning. Dad said he's gone at the end of the month for a few weeks. So, I mean, that's maybe the next week or so. Like, we won't have episodes. We'll be able to kind of do kind of like fun stuff, I think. Not saying this isn't fun. I think it is fun. Gonna wet your pants. Get Trump branded gold diapers. They would leak though. Gut health is important.
So that he can come in and install his goons to try and take control of them. There's obviously the Iran war still going on, maybe at its worst place that it's been since he started it.
I do want to see what he says. I want to watch that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it as well. But okay. Thank you, Mom, for doing this. I love you. And we will be back on Sunday.
I love you, Chad. I love you, famous Haley. Come back down to earth with us, please. I miss you, Haley.
She's working. It's not like you're painting this picture of her like she's sitting by a swimming pool sipping a pina colada with sunglasses on. That's not
No, I know she's working, but she's very, very famous now. So
yeah.
Okay. All right. Goodwill thrown out the fucking door. I'm Goodwill thrown out the fucking door. She's more concerned about how that fucking fucking libs of TikTok shit affected her, and she's like, well, what about me? This is what it is. It's very, 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 very lucky. I know. Thanks, Greg. It's been nice having rain. We've had really bad rain out here. We've had no rain for a while, and now we were just getting a ton of rain. Big old tree fell on my daughter's car in Philly. Jesus. ML talks to Haley every day and is being catty about Haley not being available. There's a part of me deep down inside that's all like, I want to think that this is all just an act, because you cannot be this like, okay, it's very transparent that she is jealous right now, I don't know. Okay. Joel, do you get dust storms? Arizona gets oh, really? I don't. No, we don't get dust storms out here. Where I'm at is fairly wooded for Texas. We're kind of in an area. Have you ever been in the hill country? Like the hill country's pretty dense, and there's a lot of trees and stuff like that. So we don't get a lot of dust storm. Mainly we get really, really, really dry heat. And if it rains, then we get humid heat and it's gross for like a week, and then it's just dry. Hill country. Yeah. Well, so they're in Austin. It's called around Austin, it's called the Hill Country. And basically, if you've ever been out here, it is hilly. I mean, it literally is why it's called the Hill Country. You visited there last month? Where'd you go? I'm very close to I don't want to give like my exact like coordinates away, but I'm kind of near Buda and that area. So yeah. Oh no, 3 months ago? Yeah, it's probably actually not too hot out here around that time. No. Yeah, it was probably.
She may not have time for you and me, you know. We're just on the coat strings or whatever it's called. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
right. Well, before we go, one more time, can we get your new catchphrase?
Which is?
Abolish ICE.
Abolish ICE. You got it.
It was raining. All right. Any MAGA are upset that the conservative views aren't popular and don't understand why supporting government homicide don't make friends. I don't know. I'm of the mindset that like by all means, like cool. She said the thing that they've been wanting her to kind of say, not the big thing, which is, you know, I don't support Trump anymore. But I don't know. Like I have a. Oh shit! Hold on. It's not real. I mean, that's the thing. I don't want to say what is real and what's not real, but I'm not. Look, I'm not sold. Not sold. Episode simultaneously has progress, but nothing burger at the same time. Well, that's the problem is like you can view it as progress. I view it as someone who, like, I think she's saying the things that people want to hear right now. I think with everything that's going on with Haley, I think she might be a little bit jealous. I don't know. Like, I don't want to read into this too much. I don't want to, like, look, I'm being parasocial already. I don't know if she is that, I don't know, cognizant of like her feelings and emotions. I feel like she's very one note when it comes to this stuff. I don't know. Any progress is progress. It is. I have a hard time correlating what she's saying about abolish ICE with the basically the Caroline Leavitt thing that she sent Chad. I'll take empathy, nice words over meaningful, stupid mindset. Yeah. Haley also spared ML after sending her son to fight in Iran. Yeah. I mean, that was rough. That was like when I saw that happen, I was just like, ooh. Okay. Yeah, I like that in a couple of real life. It's like that in a couple of real life relationships. I'm just being honest. I've been editing these videos, and editing the showdown, and I've seen So I was born. Oh, okay. See where that's at exactly. I don't know. I just kind of look at the show and I'm like, I don't know what to take as truth. Oh, San Antonio. Okay. San Antonio's actually kind of nice now. I mean, not nice now. It's been nice, but they've made improvements on it. Sorry, I have to get this tabletop thing up. I want to believe she is changing, but also can't help but think maybe it's that Bob's health is making her realize Haley will be her caretaker soon enough. If I was Haley, I'd be like, guess who's finding a home? Mom, you're not living with me. My mother gave me permission to put her in a home, and I was like, all right. Yeah, she's not really kissing Haley's ass at all. I have a friend that performs at the Texas Renaissance Fair. Oh, cool. We might be going in November. We've been talking about it. I just don't know. I just don't know if I want to go. I'll be honest with you, Texas Renaissance Fair is not my lane. Me and my brother-in-law Jesus were just like, when they were like, we're gonna go, I was like, me and him just look at each other like, ugh. And Suzanne's like, you guys could have like a boys weekend, and I was like, oh, that'd be kind of cool, I guess. Put a bull. Oh my god. Put a bullet in her for putting her home. I've had conversations with both sets of parents that it's all like, oh. One of them was like, you know what children are for, right? And I was like, what? To care for parents. I'm like, okay. I barely got taken care of as a child. Is that the expectation of me? Is that how you want me to take care of you? Because I can do it. I can be an absentee parent. Fair got too expensive to go anymore. Yeah, I mean, that's my other issue too. It's like I have hobbies that are expensive already, and that feels like a weekend expensive. Does Haley? Oh, like hell, Haley does caretaker by simply picking her nursing home. Done. I'm all for it. There's probably a bit of what next going on in Mel's brain. Yeah, I mean, you have to face the fact that Bob is sick, and you can make the logical next step that there's probably not much quality of life left. But yeah, you then have to look at, like, I'm old now too. Shit. I told my parents they picked a favorite and it wasn't me. Hey, you know what? I should use that line. That old patriarchal BS of daughters being expected to take care of your parents is definitely some bullshit. I mean, it kind of fell on, like, Suzanne when her mother got sick, that, like, her and her sister were going to have to take care of her mom. Eventually they were like, no, if we're doing it, you're doing it too, to the two brothers as well. Yeah, ML should be able to afford a nice senior living facility. Hopefully by the time she needs to go into one, there'll be universal health care and she won't have to spend a single dime. Like, I still kind of want to see a special appearance by Bob. Me too. I am one of the, I think, the few people out there who, like, I think Bob was, like, part of what made the show kind of special in a way. I know people are like, he was evil and awful. I'm like, yeah, but when you take him out of the equation, then you kind of see like the flaws of the show. And it's like ML comes off as someone who wants to like figure out like how to be a better person, kind of, in a way. But Bob was just like, Bob was a fucking villain on the show, and it covered up the holes. I want to see Bob's face when ML converts. We'll see. I worked for Ren Fair in Colorado, not this year because I broke my back in a rollover accident. Oh my God, are you doing okay? Oh, my van. It was my home too, so bummer. Oh my God. I'm sorry, Dragonfly. That's awful. Are you taking care of yourself right now? Everything okay? You're not wrong. They're not wrong, but I'm deeply curious how this story continues. I'm curious too. If Bob didn't exist, the show wouldn't exist. ML's kind of boring, to be honest. I'm okay healing. That's good. That's good. Yeah, make sure you're taking care of yourself. I don't know how you heal from, broken back, but it's good that you're alive. Yeah. Am I still blocked? No, you're here. I see you. It's only for 24 hours. You were not very specific on how long you wanted to be blocked, so you were not very specific. All right. If Bob didn't exist, the show wouldn't exist, and I agree with that. Dude, the story's fine. Hey, look, I didn't know that. I thought you were like, I need to get on with my life today. Ban me. I was like, all right, I'll ban you for 24 hours. That's fine. Cool with me. I feel ML has calmed down because Bob was so awful that he made her look good. Yeah, I think. Here's the thing. I think it exposes what is actually going on. ML is a follower. I hate to say it, a follower. He is legitimately someone who goes along with the crowd. And when you leave her alone, she really has no substance to her. And so you're just watching this woman kind of grasp at straws. You're like, oh, hey. She says things that sound kind of right. ML's a chameleon. I think that's what it is. She's like that person you went to school with who was all like in the background of every clique in school, and they were just like floating, like they were friends with everybody. And then you find out that like they're only friends with everybody because they have no personality. There's nothing that is confrontational about them. They just want to be liked. That's why it's good to let her talk. I agree. I think that is going to be the thing that's going to like fix her quite a bit. Is if they let her talk. But that's, what I'm saying though, it's that person who just float. And they're just there. And then when you finally sit down and talk to them, there's just nothing. I've actually been we call those people sheeple. I've been accused of that. Like I have no substance. And I was just like, what? I fucking have so many emotions and so many feelings. But the person who's calling me that's also a sheeple. So I took their thing with a grain of salt. I was like, all right, buddy. How? They're also someone who'd be like, there's nothing confrontational about me. All right, Antifa. That's an autistic trait, though. There's overlap. I think Mary Lou also has ADHD. To be honest with you. Name 10 feelings. Farty, gassy, shitty, poopy, cruddy, crummy, crappy, dookie. I don't know. Yeah, me either. Nope, my previous comps. Okay. I think the world today is extremely conducive to developing ADHD. I agree. As someone who has it, yeah, that's Shardy. Feeling quite shardy right now. Poopy and pissy. Yeah, I think. Look, we're constantly on our phones. We're constantly doing this and that. Things get boring. We flip the channel and go to something else. I'm sensing a theme for today's podcast show. Yeah, feeling quite charty. Yeah, we did start out with poop talk. We did. All right, I need to probably, with Chad having autism. Wait, Chad has autism? Scared to fart in a crowded you should never fart in an elevator, first of all. But second of all, if you have to fart that bad that you're like sweating, get off on the next floor and just let it fucking go. Just let it out. Take the stairs next time. Fucking fart all the way down. Crop dust the stairs. He has mentioned it many times. Really? I did not know that. I didn't know he mentioned he has autism. I mean, if people are in there, not cool, let it rip. If not, okay. Depends on the elevator if it's going up or down. I mean, if it's going up, can you imagine? Oof. Farting in an elevator while open mouth breathing after eating onions. Ugh. The smell will go to the bottom if you go up. Well, you know what? You're right. You're right. I thought gas rose. I thought the gas would go up. Charlie, would it go up? All right. Guess how I know. Well, on that note, I have to go. Let's just all admit it. A successful fart is a gift. I guess if you're, hot air rises. That's what I thought. I guess if you're like, I guess in your 40s. Yeah. I mean, I haven't had a shart in like used to drink. Where's Mythbusters when you need it? Need Professor Dave to explain fart elevator physics? There was a young fellow from Sparta, a really magnificent farter. On the strength of one bean, he'd fart. God Save the Queen and Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata. Oh, that's a fun one. I don't know shit about physics. I was thinking about Professor Dave too. Yeah, like when you're going 60 down the road, it stays where you farted. Sure. Yeah, I think it. Yeah. Well, okay. I don't know how I know this, but well, all right. I listened to my son's friends discuss a shart in the middle of a lake. They didn't know sound carries. If you're on the lake, that's the worst place to talk, by the way. Professor Dave will not curse you out if you're arrogant. He might be nice to Emma. You know what? I mean, I think anyone who's going to go on there and talk to ML, I think ML is, like I said, a chameleon. And I think anyone you sit down in front of her, she's going to be very nice to. She may ask weird, old woman, white woman questions that'll be uncomfortable to the person, especially if they're, from like a different gender, a different race. Or if there might be a migrant, or if they might be transgender. She was going to say something insane. He's only mean to idiots who get people hurt on purpose. I mean, everyone should be mean to people like that. It'd be interesting to see a biologist or professor speak to ML. What does she believe that would be like good for a biologist to talk about? He would call her out on her bigotry, actually. If anyone isn't white and Christian, he just tilts her head. Yeah, like a dog. Like that. He did it on this episode today. I think like 2 or 3 times. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I can make a video about this without pissing off the majority of the community. I'm feeling very I don't know. I'm just feeling very much like I don't see what everyone else is seeing. Does Professor Dave even do politics? Closest RFK stuff. I mean, RFK would actually be a good thing to talk to her about. And to talk about, vaccines. Oh, vaccines. I feel like ML wouldn't believe in hormone treatment and that they don't terrorize the brain. She's like, that's deprogramming that's gonna happen. I would be pissed off than pissed on. True. Unless that's your kink, then by all means have at it. Was that Professor Dave on Jubilee? Was he on Jubilee? You're feeling bad, fucker, because Bob is sick. I mean, look, they're feeling bad. Oh, for her. I was like, fuck her. I was like, I'm sure. Yeah, we can say that. If no one got murdered, then he was absolutely not on Jubilee. Professor Mike was on. Yes. Not Professor Mike. Dr. Mike was on. Dr. Mike. He was for sure on. Yeah, Dr. Mike was. Okay. No, you're good. You're good. I mean, he could be professor. I mean, he could go back to college and do that shit. Not wearing my old lady glasses. No, I laughed because I was like, oh, fuck her. Yeah. Fuck her. No, I'm not gonna say that. Mary Lou deserves kindness and respect, just like everyone else does. Can I pet the dog? I mean, no. You're not here. All right, I got to go. Suzanne's about to be home. She just had eye work done. Like, they had to actually do a laser in the side of her eye, and she's very, very, very agitated and angry right now. So I am going. You obviously don't know that reference. Can I pet the dog? No, I don't know it. But I'm also not like on top of any current social media stuff. I don't look at TikTok. I don't look at Instagram. Dog gave me the dirtiest look. Charlie's favorite sound. Food bowl. Anytime I shake the bag, he's like, oh fuck, let's go. But other than that, he's going deaf at this point. So. Look up, can I pet the dog? It's not a dog, it's a black bear. All right, I gotta go though. She's leaving, I think, the doctor's office right now, and I have to. Thank you, Joel. Go help us. Yeah, she's here. I'll read the text. All right, my eye feels so fucked up. I don't like this. There's like a thick gel under my eyelid, so shit looks blurry out of that eye, and my eyelid feels stuck. Do we still have those eye drops I got you? I need some. I have to pick up antibiotic eye drops from CVS too. This sucks. I just want to wash my eye out. I wrote, you can't. They're making me wait till 4 to check my eye pressure before I can leave. Oh, man. Everyone take a nice poop today? I actually probably need to do the same. I probably need to do that. Bye, puppy and human who take care of you. Yes. Yes. She can drive her? Yeah, they told her she can drive. I told her, I was like, if you need me, I'm going to come pick you up. And she's all like, no, it should be fine. But I'm going to be available. I'm probably going to have to make food. I might have to cancel Dagger Heart tonight. I don't know. We'll see. But I want to thank everybody. Thank everybody for hanging out today. We will be back on Monday or maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Might do something tomorrow if I'm not busy. Oh, wait. I have therapy tomorrow. Fuck. Might do something. Done it last night. Okay, the puppy knows the store is only 5 minutes away. Darn humans. Yeah. But yeah, we'll do something. I think we're gonna do it Monday for sure. I am then gonna be available. We'll do something on Thursday, and I don't know. I'm gonna figure out if I can throw in another afternoon stream sometime. Wednesdays might be the day, but I don't know. All right, everybody, have a good one, and I will see you all soon.